You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's going on, family? This is our boy Coach Malachi in the building. And we back. Put my headphones on so I can hear myself. Too Many Podcast. We are back. We back up in here. Make sure that y'all can hear me. All right, yeah, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me pretty good now. Y'all should be able to hear me pretty good now. Yeah, man, peace to the family, man. I don't know why do I have this angle on. I do not like that angle. I gotta change the settings on that camera. So let's go here. Yeah, man, peace to the family, man. What's good, everybody, man? Y'all know what time it TI is. Another day, another show. I was looking forward to this show, especially after I heard from what's been going on online. We getting close to the big fight. Whole lot of drama going on online as well. True. This shit finna turn into TMZ round this bitch. You know what I mean? I like it though. I like it. I love the American boxing scene. Some people are upset. You get what I'm saying? You know, I would listen. I was talking to my cousin today, right? My cousin, he's an old fighting mofo, boy. He a motherfucker. But he was like, man, he was telling me he was through with Tank. He said, man, I'm tired. I'm arguing with. He was telling me he was arguing with the diehards. That's around our age on Tank, and they talk about getting the bag and this and that. And it was something that my main man Steve Kim said, and he was right. He said they talk like it's either or. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you either get the bag. They talk like legacy and getting the bag is either or. You either gonna go for legacy or you're gonna go for the bag. And it's not either or. You can get the bag on the way to legacy. But this era talks like it's either or. Yeah, you got to get it. You know what I mean? Or because I be hearing these young fighters, bro. What's the do now? He just signed to Jay Prince. He said some dumb shit. Like these young fighters who are not I ain't gonna say all of them, but some of them, they be saying some of the dumbest shit. Like, yeah, dog, you really don't know what you're talking about from a historical standpoint. Like, that ain't your game, you know. No, that ain't your game, bro. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Whole lot of more going on. Whole lot of more. If you're new to the channel, y'all subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this show on a smart TV, open up the app on your phone, the YouTube app, hit subscribe and hit the like button for the old boy. You get what I'm saying? Do that for the old boy. Hey, shout out to David Bennett. He say it's the need, it's the gratification. Yeah, you know what though? But hey, Damien, it was something that somebody said. Yesterday, and he's like, you know what, man? I do have hope with the younger guys. We going through. I guess we're going through the diva era over here in America, and we got to get the divas out of the way. Right now we focusing. Now you got Canelo and Crawford that they having real fights. They finna fight each other. So, what made the sports fun was, when you see a fighter that can do the improbable. When you see a fighter That's what make real fighters warriors. The ones who, you know what, I'm gonna challenge myself to the point to where, you know, yeah, I'm finna do this. I'm finna shock this or try that. You get what I'm saying? It's just a different mentality now. And those fighters, you know, like Sugar Ray Leonard, I think if Sugar Ray, if you factor in like inflation, Sugar Ray Leonard would have been making the equivalent of like $30 to $35 million. If you factor in inflation for today's time, that's how much he was getting paid in that era. The equivalent of that. Did you get what I'm saying? Factor in inflation. So, Hagler, them dudes make some money. Them dudes make some money, bro. Sugar Ray was the cash cow, of course, but yeah, them dudes made some money, man. Them dudes made some money. Anyway, let's get into the show. Let's go. Shout out to my main man, Big Mason in the building. Green Eyes P, Big John Doe, Jamie. Who else we have? Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't open that one up. Okay, let me open up the other chat. Open up the other chat over here. All right. That chat open there. Shout out to Gabe Moore in the building on the other side. Facebook, Instagram. Facebook and X. Salute, shout out to everybody. Anyway, let's get into the show. Now, I saw this shit. I saw this shit yesterday, right? Jermell Charlo unleashed. I laughed when I came up with that one. Jermell Charlo unleashed. The Lion returns to the Wizards of Oz, but fans don't believe him. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I mean by that. And guess what? Andy said he want all the smoke. Shout out to Barack. Barack, what's going on? Shout out to Miss Black Panther. Andy saying that he wants all the smoke. He wants all the smoke. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, cool. You know me. We with the smoke over here. So we like fighters who want all the smoke. We like fighters who want all the smoke. Literally. You get what I'm saying? We like that. Let's see. Shout out to Curtis Robinson. He said, Coach, you still mad with me, bro? Who said I was mad with you? Why? What made you think I was mad with you? No, what made you think I was mad at you? Yeah, I ain't mad at you, bro. At all. Actually, I'm happy. Shit, listen, I have no reason to be mad.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
To be honest with you, I'm happy than the motherfucker right now. You know what I mean? Shit. You get what I'm saying? You dig? Yeah, man. So anyway, Jermell Charlo is back on social media. Charlo revealed that he's back. The Lion says he's back. He's stopping through the Sephora. No, people say the lion is the king of the jungle. That's not true. Lions don't live in jungles. True. They live in a safari. You get what I'm saying? They live in a safari. That's a fun fact. Anyways. The main man, Jermell Charlo has been out of the ring for just a little tad bit over 2 years now. About 2 years. He's been out of the ring about 2 years. According to Jermell, his absence from the ring was not by choice, but by force. Now, he didn't say the by force part. I put that in there. Shout out to Bruce Gash. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells, the lovely Lisa Bells. Put some respect on her name. Respect it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Miss Connie. Now check it out though. The man say that him being away from the ring was not by choice. Okay, well if it wasn't by choice, then the opposite of that is it had to be by force. The question I have is what? Who forced him not to fight for 2 years? Who forced him not to fight for 2 years?
You know
what I mean? That's what I want to know. Who forced this man not to fight?
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman.
That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying no names. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? Hey, shout out to I ain't saying no names now. You know what I mean? The man say The man say him being out of the ring for 2 years was not by choice. Now, I ain't got but a GED. Just want to be, I'm very transparent about that. I don't have but a general education. You get what I'm saying? But I have a master's degree in common sense. All right. Well, if you sat out of the ring for 2 years and it wasn't your choice, then who was forcing you not to fight? That's the better question. Hey, get out of KTH. Hey, KT, I'm gonna show this message to y'all. I don't want nobody thinking I'm making this up. I'm not. I'm telling you, I have the receipts. Y'all know me now. I keep the receipts now. This what the man said. This what the man said. You know what I mean? They say Uncle Al. They say Uncle Al now.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman.
Sources say that he forgot to thank Al. Sources say that he forgot to thank Al. You know what I mean? hey, sources say that he forgot to thank Al, and that was punishment from Al Heyman. Al said, you know what? Hey, Charlo. Yeah. What's up, Al? Yeah, what's up? You know how Charlo be always acting like he the baddest nigga in the room, and head always twisted, turned to the side, and like a hoe. And his face always twisted up like he just so angry. Like when you see him, everybody just go to trembling and stuff like that. I'll say, hey man, look, I blessed you with that Canelo fight. You ran like a bitch, but it's something you forgot to do. Yeah, Al, what's up? What I forgot to do? You forgot to thank me, like all the other PBC fighters. Remember, do you remember the contract that you signed with me where it says that no matter what, before you thank God, before you thank your mama, before you thank your daddy, before you thank your baby mama, before you thank your kids, you got to thank me first. Do you remember that? Yeah, I remember that. Well, in this video right here, you forgot to thank me. So I'm going to sit you out for 2 years. True. That's what they say. I don't know how true that is now. But that's what they say. Whoever they may be. Hey, shout out to Trey. Hey, Trey, motherfucker forgot to thank Al. What the fuck he thinking about? Nigga, you forgot to thank Al? Oh, Lord, guys, damn. What are we supposed to do? He forgot to thank Al. Nigga forgot to thank Al. Al set his ass on the bench for 2 years. Al set him on the bench for 2 years. Anyway. Motherfucker Al now, they say that. Sources say. I don't know how true that is, but sources say. Hey, what to do name? New name? Hold on, who is you? Who is this guy? What you say? What your name is? Stop glazing the Haneys. How new is your account? Let me see. How new is this account? Hold on. Somebody. Oh, somebody. No. Hey, bro, somebody just created an account yesterday. Yeah. Bro, what you got against the Haneys, fam? I got to pull this up. Somebody just created an account yesterday. I got to show y'all this. Where he at? Where he at? Hey, bro, that's a hell of a bro. Like, fam, like hold on, this dude right here. Yeah, this dude right here. Stop glazing the Haneys. His avatar is the LDBC. Bro, this is a troll account. This man trolling hard, man. Bro, man, y'all got to chill, fam. Y'all got to chill. Stall them out, man. You got to stall these people out, man. Gotta stop clowning people, man. You know what I mean? Y'all got to cut that out, man. We got to be some mature adults in the building. Now we got to be mature. You know what I mean? We have to be mature. That's all I'm saying. Anyways. Now, doggone, now Charlo been out of the ring, as you guys know, for 2 years. You know what I mean? And according to him, his absence have not been by choice. I got a receipt. I'm gonna show you that. Now, Charlo says, and I quote, "My 2-year layoff was not by choice. I've been sitting back, watching, letting them talk. whoever them may be. But now it's my turn. I'm back, sharper than ever, and I'm coming for everything that they thought I lost. I'm him. End quote. That's what Jermell Charlo just said.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman.
That's what he just said. You know what I mean? So the Lion has finally come out of hiding after his embarrassing performance against Canelo. Charlo says that his 2-year layoff was not by choice. The question that I have is this. And let me say it like 3 times like Dr. Umar Johnson. The question I have is this. If it wasn't your choice to be out of the ring for 2 years, then whose choice was it? True. If it wasn't your choice to be out of the ring for 2 years, then whose choice was it? That's a good question. Oh, you know, I'm just saying that's a good question. I think that's a valid question. You get what I'm saying? Hey, what did it say? Miss Connie say his alter ego. Man, hey, hey, you know what? I got a homeboy. I had a homeboy just like that dude, just like Jermell Charlo, right? This nigga always looking hard, always looking tough. You know what I mean? Always looking hard, always looking tough. And he had me fooled back a while ago, back in the day though. He had me fooled back in the day. And then I remember the time I was locked up. I told y'all the story about Orlando Black, when Orlando Black had a fight with White Boy Dennis, and White Boy Dennis beat the brakes off of him. And Orlando Black, he used to walk around the compound. You know, everybody was kind of like, not scared, but a lot of people were scared of him and stuff like that. He looked like Kimbo Slice. And he used to always be looking mean and didn't want nobody say nothing to him really because he looked so mean, looked like a pit. And guess what? The white boy beat the brakes off of him. True. Bro, White Boy Dennis was about 5'3", something like that. Orlando Black was about 5'10". So, you get what I'm saying? I say, man, Black, I'm trying to talk to him. I say, Black, man, stall the man out, man. The man ain't. I say, come on, man, let the man go to the canteen. The man trying to go to the canteen, right? And Black didn't want, you know, Black was selling spots in the line. And he was skipping them, wouldn't let the man go to the canteen. So the man was like, man, fuck that. No, man, I'm going to the canteen today, man. I'm not taking this shit. And Black was like, he said, look here, white boy, better go on over there now before I slap fire at your mouth, right? He say, no, man, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to the store I'm going to the canteen this time, man, I'm telling you. So Black say, white boy, get there. So in the South, well, in Florida, if somebody say get there, you know, that means get to the destination where the fight is going to start this fight. Meet me over there. Don't, you know, like I say, don't meet me there, beat me there. Nigga, meet me over there, nigga. I'm finna, you know, beat me over there. I'm finna, you know what I mean? We finna throw some hands. I'm finna whoop your ass for disrespect. So I'm like, man, god damn, Black. So I'm out there, I'm talking to Black. I said, man, Black, man, leave the white boy alone, man. Man, let the man go to the canteen, man. You can't be Debo in the line. Don't do the man like that. No, man, fuck that shit, man. He disrespect me, man. I'm finna make an example out of him. Man, Black, they met over there by the sandbox. They met over there by the sandbox. Goddamn Black. Motherfucker Black went over there. I should have knew something was up because Dennis had took his shirt off. And by the time Black had went over there, Dennis was bouncing up and down shadow boxing. I said, God damn, like, well, shadow boxing, he ain't scared at all. And shout out to Tony Montana. I was like, damn, I don't know about this one. You know what I mean? But Black, Black like 7 inches taller than the dude, long arm shit like that. You know, I'm like, man, Black and Dennis squared off. Man, Dennis had caught Black. Dennis had caught Black with a leaping left hook and had split him. Bam! When he hit him, right? Kind of like, he caught him good. I was like, God damn, you know, I was shocked. It was a whole crowd of us out there, right? I was like, God damn, I was shocked. Motherfucking Black, Black was trying to kept trying to grab him, but goddamn Dennis was hitting his ass. Bam, bam, bam. Dennis was sticking and moving. He had hit Black like 7, 8 times. You know what I mean? And then Black fucked around and grabbed Dennis. You know what I mean? And Dennis came up with an uppercut. Bam! When he hit him with the uppercut, he split him. Cut him from like ear to ear, right? Black went to leaking. I said, God damn, you know what I mean? God damn, nobody would be no breaks off of him, right? In front of all the brothers. We were sitting out there watching. Goddamn Black had you know, when he finally got a hold of Dennis the second time, he put all his weight on him and he fell on top of Dennis. So he's sitting on top of Dennis like he finna get ready to swing and start hitting him. You get what I'm saying? Wailing on him. Man, goddamn Dennis was beating Black ass from the ground.
True.
For real though. He was on top of Dennis, and Dennis was bam. Dennis was hooking him from the ground, bro. Black couldn't do nothing. And then finally broke the fight up because the officer came on the rec yard. Came on the rec yard, finally broke the fight up. Goddamn Black had them, they said he called the police. Black had them jumped up and ran to the bathroom, and the white boy Dennis ran right behind him, chasing him. He in the bathroom, and then I'm running behind Dennis. So all three of us go in the bathroom, right? Dennis like, man, what's up? What you want to do? Black putting water up under his shin because he bleeding, because he don't got split. He got split to the white meat. He got down bleeding right here. He said, what you want to do? Dennis bouncing around. I pulled up. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking, they finna get down. Man, Black turned around and shook Dennis' hand.
True.
Black fucked around, turned around and shook Dennis' hand. He said, no, you got that, dog. You got it. Motherfucking Dennis had to walk back to the rec yard. It was a group of white dudes. To the right. It was about 5 of them. They had them pick Dennis up, put Dennis on their shoulder. They were like, yeah, Dennis, you did it. That shit was fucking the motherfucker. I was like, dang, Dennis, you did it. Hey, motherfucker, hey, Black had to went to medical. Black had to went to medical to get fixed up because he was bleeding. Nigga, I'm in shock. I'm like, nigga, don't let the whole Wakanda down. I'm in shock. I'm like, God, that Black don't got, my homeboy Donnie from Liberty City. So it's me, Donnie. Dude named Steve-O, he from P. Ryan's down in South Miami. And my homeboy named Mud from Liberty City. He from the Brown Subs. He from the Subs. We sitting outside the dorm. Black coming back from medical. Got this big ass Band-Aid. Nigga look like a chin strap. Man got a big ass chin strap on his face, under his chin where Dennis had no split him. He coming back to the door. Nigga, I'm in tears. I'm all on the ground laughing and shit. My homeboy Donnie is hurt. Donnie like, Black, what happened, Black? Oh my, Black, how you let that little ass white boy beat you? Black, look at you. You 5'10". He like 5'1", 5'2". Black, look how long your arms is. Why you ain't put the jab on him, Black? Black, how you let this white boy beat you? I mean, listen, Donnie was hurt. He was mad at the motherfucker. Black was like, man, I don't know, man. Black was at a loss of words. Lots of words. Black was at a loss of words. And then so my homeboy Mud say, Black, see, you know what happened, Black? See, you was bobbing when you should have been weaving, and weaving when you should have been bobbing. So that's what Mud was telling. That's what Mud told him, right? Mud told him that shit. Nigga, I'm on the ground, I'm crying. Nigga, it's over with. Nigga, I'm about to have a stroke and everything. I'm laughing so damn hard, right? And then Donnie was like, Black, man, you let down the whole Black community. We was counting on you. So Donnie was like, man, fuck that shit, Black. He said, Black, we ain't going out like that. Man, you can let him whoop me for all them niggas on the compound, man. Everybody talk about this here, man. You got white boys gonna be wanting trials left and right because you let that little bit ass white boy whoop you. So then what Donnie telling him, right? And then Donnie say, fuck that shit, Black. We going back out there first thing in the morning. We gonna see that white boy. You gonna fight him again. You gonna whoop his ass this time. So my homeboy Mud trying to show Black how to box. He say, Black, so you gotta shoot the jab like this, Black. He say, Black, you gotta shoot the jab. By you being a taller fighter, you get what I'm saying? You gotta shoot the jab out there, Black, and then take the, you know what I mean? Then if he try to come in, then you can hit him with this, and then you can grab him, pick him up, and slam him. So Mud trying to tell him the strategy, right? Black sitting there like shaking his head a little bit. He said, man, I don't know, man. I think the white boy know Tybo. He said, I don't know. He said, I don't know, man. I think the white boy know Tybo. Daddy say, Tybo? He said, oh my God, Black, that's a workout exercise. That ain't no damn martial arts. Well, you act like this white boy Bruce Lee or some goddamn body. He said, the white boy no Tybo. He said, fuck that shit. He said, fuck that shit, Black. I don't give a fuck what he know. We going back out there tomorrow. You gonna fight him. Black say, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Daddy turned his head to the side. He say, you don't know about that. What you mean you don't know about that? He say, man, look, man, I'm scared that if I fight the white boy again, he gonna whoop me worse than he did last time. Motherfucker, Daddy say, oh my gosh, Black, he don't knock the fight out of you? You don't want to fight no more, Black? Oh my gosh, Black, you don't let down the whole Black community. We was counting on you. That's such a good Daddy. True. Daddy say, oh my God. Hey, that's what I thought about. Hey, that's what I thought about. When Deontay Wilder had no loss to Tyson Fury, and when Black History Month in Vegas, that's what I thought about. I was like, damn, dog, this man don't let down the whole Black community. Nigga, how you let a white boy beat you on Black History Month? Hey, hold on. Hey, bro, that's how I felt. Hey, that's how I felt when Wilder lost to Fury on the second fight. I said, damn, bro, how you? Damn. You know, because I had no better like $400 on Wilder, right? I had no better like $400 on Wilder, lost. I was like, damn, man, how you? Nigga, I was shocked. Nigga, I had to, nigga, in the name of Zamunda, I was shocked. God damn. That's how I felt with Wilder. When Tyson Fury beat Wilder on Black History Month, I was like, nigga, I was devastated. I wasn't devastated, but you know, anyway, but back to what I was saying. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to get sidetracked. My bad. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry about that, y'all. Now, this what got me about back to the show. My ADD had no kicked in. Y'all know how I get. So if it wasn't by choice that Jermell Charlo was out of the ring for 2 years, then whose choice was it? I thought you PBC guys were your own bosses. That's what they used to say. Charlo showed pictures of a lion eating a giraffe. The giraffe supposed to represent Sebastian Fundora. Eating some boots with an eagle head on it. Of course, Jerron Boots in this. He had a picture of a lion eating a bull that had Vergil Ortiz name on top of his forehead, and then he had a picture of the lion eating a shark. The shark's supposed to represent Errol Spence, and then he had a cigar that says Bud, as though he's smoking on Bud. You get what I'm saying? Now, the chances of Charlo fighting any of these guys is really that's pretty much that's not a PBC fighter. You know, are slim to none, you know, but I don't know, maybe they can work something out, you know, with the other promotional companies as well, because, you know, they ain't got no choice at this point. They ain't got no choice at this point. They have to see the sink or swim at this point. You get what I'm saying? Now, you know, so the chances of Charlo fighting these guys, in my opinion, you know, I think it's just really more so cap than anything. I do think that we will probably potentially see Jermell Charlo and Errol Spence. I do believe that. You know, I do believe that. So, but Jermell Charlo, he represents the old crusty guard of the PBC. The old crusty. You know what I mean? The one wrong side of the street. Cap. You know what I mean? Call Al. Big, you know what I mean? He represent that guard. That's dead. That's over with now. It's a whole new era now. That era is over.
To this day.
That era is over. He represents the wrong side of the street era of boxing. Charlo was the one who told Bud, shut up, be quiet, humble yourself, and do what he tell you. Y'all remember that? And do what he tell you. Tell the nigga, imagine the nigga telling you to shut up, be quiet, and humble yourself. Man, bro, hey, G5, man, hey, bro. Man, G5, man. Hey, fam. Yeah, hey, Jermell Charlo, boy. Yeah, that Jermell Charlo, man. Hey, anyway. Yeah, so now that the PBC are on their dick, because they on their dick, they shoot better than the broke dick dog right now. Well, now that they on their dick, you know what I mean? The Cowardly Lion has come back out of hiding. I guess the money that Al Haney paid him for the Canelo fight has gotten low. We'll see how this plays out. We're going to look at the comment section. We're going to look at the comment section now. You know, y'all know I love the comment section. Let's look at the comment section to see what the fans have to say. In other news, and there's other news, Jermell Hackett is set to return to the he moved up to the junior middleweight division. He's set to return. He's fighting on the Riyadh season card on September the 11th. Now, I do remember Turk Al-Sheikh said that we was going to have 3 days of undercards. So I'm assuming that the 3 days, the first day of the undercard starts on the 11th of September, and then the 12th, and then the main event, Canelo and Crawford, that undercard for that. So that's gonna be the 3 days. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, it's pretty. I think it's a pretty good idea. I think it's a pretty good idea. You know, when you want to see like the other fighters, up and coming fighters, you know. So on the Riyadh season card for September 11th. Now the fight is going to be at the Mountain Blue. The fight is going to be at the I'm talking about the Mountain Blue, the Fountain Blue Hotel in Vegas. This card is during the fight week of Canelo Crawford. In other news, you know what I mean? Just want to throw that out there. That fight gonna be there. You know, so it is what it is. I think Jermell Hackett. They fighting on something called the Underdog. The Ring Magazine is presenting this for the Riyadh season. It's called the Underdog. The main event, they're gonna have a guy by the name of Anthony Alascuga and then we got Juan Camacho Jr. Jermell Hackett is set to face a guy from Philadelphia by the name of Elijah Vines. Elijah Vines of Philadelphia. Hey, shout out to Debo Dale for the other chat. He said, I'm levels above. I did hear that shit. Hey, bro. Hey, you know what? That's the most overrated word in boxing right now. Levels. There's levels to this. There's levels. I heard Edgar Malega say that. Doggone the Puerto Rican assassin. He said, there's levels to this. I'm your Canelo. Nigga went to talking. I said, hey, see, this what happened. This what happened when you let a nigga who ain't used to having no money. When you let a nigga who ain't used to have no money get some money, this what happened.
They said they never gave you niggas money.
Boy, never let a nigga who ain't used to have no money get no money. He ain't gonna know how to act. I promise you that.
They said they never gave you niggas money.
Never.
True.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep you broke, dog. Why you gonna keep me broke? Cause boy, as soon as you get some money, you ain't gonna know how to act. Hey, you know, yeah, as soon as you get some money, you ain't gonna know how to act. I'm gonna keep you broke, boy. But you gonna act a donkey when you get some money. Adrian Broner, listen, that's another one. Should have never let him get no money. Nigga, then he know how to act. Some people go crazy when they get some money. You get what I'm saying? Ask AB. Always balling. About billions. Always balling. About broke. About the bounce. Hey, shout out to AB, man. Don't fuck this money up. He don't fuck all this bread up, dog. Damn, boy. What out, boy? Goddamn. Anyway, shout out to AB, man. Shout out to AB. Now, we all know that Jermell Hackett was killing himself to try to make 147, you know, in the past. So I'm kind of glad that, you know, he looked very, very weight drained in a few of those fights. So I'm kind of glad that he's moved up. And Jermell Hackett is a big kid. He's like, I think he's like 6'2", 6'1.5" or 6'2", something like that. You get what I'm saying? So this is going to be a good fight, in my opinion. Now, I think Jermell should be a lot stronger at this weight. And we all know that, it is what it is. So I think he should be a lot stronger at this weight. In other news, right? I saw a post by Two-Tone the Superstar. In other news, Two-Tone the Superstar let it be known of his disappointment with the so-called four kings of this era in American boxing. True. I was shocked. Yeah, I was shocked. You know what I mean? Because Tone is looked apart as the casual. You know what I mean? But I was shocked. Tone was saying some old school stuff. He was saying some stuff that I've been saying over here for years. I said, okay, that's all. I said he finally woke up. He finally woke up now. You know what I mean? Some of these dudes, it may take some time to wake up, man. Like, we get it. We get the marketing and popularity aspect of the game, but but boxing is the lifeblood of boxing. Is not the mark. Is not the marketability in the popularity. That's not the that's not the life vein of boxing. You get what I'm saying? So. And I think some people confuse the two. My fighter star. What I got to do with him? What I got to do with his skills? We don't need no skills. He a star. And that's pretty much what he had. Now, Tone said, and I quote, "This generation of four kings is the worst in boxing history." he said, the four kings of the past, this is what Tone said, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler, and Roberto Duran are legendary. But how does the current crop stack up? The new four kings, which is coined by the mainstream media, is a joke. Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo Lopez, they were the ones who was called the Four Kings, were dubbed as the new Four Kings. This before Shakur moved up. However, Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion, they seem to be, pretty much the only two guys who really, I'm talking about of that crop, of the Four King crop, they pretty much want the smoke, it appears, Ryan Garcia, and now he did fight Tank, and he fought Devin, but he's looked upon as an Instagram and TikTok influencer. That's how I looked at him. You know what I mean? And then Devin Haney, he was the one who he fought. Devin Haney is getting the bag, but he's fighting legacy. He's fighting legacy fights. He's trying to make history. You get what I'm saying? The youngest to become undisputed in the four belt era. He fought Lomachenko. He fought doggone Vasil Lomachenko. He fought Regis Prograis. He fought George Kambosos. Now, and I will say this now, George Kambosos is a C-class fighter. However, that C-class fighter, George Kambosos, was good enough to beat Teofimo Lopez. So Devin beat George Kambosos right after he beat Teofimo. So I will give him credit for that. So, so you get what I'm saying? So now we got some young fighters that's really, really, really about it. But I'm talking about the Four Kings. And I told y'all, ain't no new Four Kings. It's disrespect to the real Four Kings, fam. If y'all been watching me for a while, I've been saying this for a minute. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, nigga talking about some Four Kings. Listen, they be quick. Hey, shout out to Hollow David. Shout out to Hollow David. They be quick to wanna throw labels on you. Just imagine what he would have did to Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm like, this is the imagine era. Nigga be wanna just imagine shit. I gotta hit these bullshit Superman stores. Nigga holler about he knocking out heavyweights and knocking out heavyweights, in sparring, but putting 140 pounders on in catch weights. True. Yeah, dog, you gotta I'm putting you gonna put you in the catch weight, dog. You too big. Well, how a nigga who was fighting at 140 moved up to 140 too big when you knocking out heavyweights and sparring? I'm just saying me. You know what I mean? That ain't make no sense to me. But maybe I gotta have a college degree to understand that one. Now, as I said before, Ryan Garcia, he pretty much looked upon as a TikTok influencer, more in the line of a Jake Paul. To me, that's how I see him. I called him the selfie king. Right, I heard he was training with Canelo. Ed Reynoso they was working the hand mitts, and he was hitting the hand mitts in one hand and taking a picture on the selfie stick in the other hand. They said Canelo Ed Reynoso had to kick him out of the gym. True. Yeah, they said Ed Reynoso had to kick him out of the gym. Like, yeah, man, you got to go, dog. This man talking to his followers. Now, I will say this, and I say this time and time again. Tank Davis is looked upon as a popular fighter with a cult-like following. I think everybody can pretty much attest to that. He has a cult-like following, right? His supporter says that he has the skills. He passes the eye test, but he refuses to challenge himself the way Hagler, Hearns, Duran, and Sugar Ray did. I'm just glad that the brother Two-Tone has finally started to come around and see the light. I've been saying this for years. Now the boxing community is starting to wake up to the shenanigans. If you want to be compared to the Four Kings, which is Hagler, Duran, Sugar Ray, and Hearns, if you want to be compared to the Four Kings, you're going to have to do what the Four Kings did. Simple as that. Because the work that they put in made them earn the name Four Kings. You had to do some shit. And what I don't like is these niggas, well, the ones of the Floyd Mayweather era, the ones who are influenced by Floyd, because the fighters that's under them are not like that. The fighters that's under them, they don't have the diva. That's not the diva era, as the brother called. You know, right now, the Floyd era is the ones who was influenced by Floyd. That's the diva era. These niggas divas. You get what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, you know, like real divas. Now, so it is what it is. And that's how I see it, right? You're going to have to do what the real Four Kings did. And that's fighting each other. Because that's what Hagler, Duran, Hearns, and Sugar Ray did. They fought each other. You're also going to have the heart that Sugar Ray, Hagler, Duran, and Hearns had. If you don't have that heart and follow the example of the guys that you're being compared to, it's just, come on, fam, it's disrespect. True. Hell, when you got fan bases, this is how you know this shit sweet. When you got fan bases who are lying, you know, putting you in the witness protection program. No, my fight don't need to fight him. Why he got to fight the Dino Bots? Why you can't fight him? No, you know why he got to fight the Transformers? Optimus Prime, you know, Prime ain't bring that to the table. And Megatron, how many tickets he sold? How many tickets Megatron sold? And shit, Voltron ain't did nothing. Ultraman, he just clout chasing. King Kong, you know, he really don't want to fight. Godzilla, he clout chasing too. You get what I'm saying? Snarf from the Thundercats, he the only one that deserved to fight. True, I'm like, man. True. Hey, when I be seeing these niggas online, I say, boy, damn, boy, they shaking like booty meat, boy. They don't listen, boy. They don't want they fighter to go through nothing. They don't want this nigga to go through nothing. Who you want the man to fight? Okay, who you want the man to fight, man? Oh, okay, who you want him to fight? You know what I mean? Who you want him to fight? That's all I'm saying. Y'all don't want the nigga to fight nobody. So you want him to be the best, but he ain't got to fight nobody to be the best? No, we already know he the best. No, he passed the eye test. Bro, these niggas be talking about eye test. Bullshit Superman stories. Hey, country. Nigga, eye test champion and niggas undisputed when it comes to the eye test. And oh my God, damn, you know, I ain't never heard of this shit. Yeah. These niggas talking about eye test. What if you got glaucoma in one eye and you got cataracts in the other eye? True. That's a valid question. Hey, shout out to Flex. That's a valid question. You talking about the eye test. Hey, shout out to Buck Nasty. Buck Nasty, what's up, fam? What if you got glaucoma in one eye and cataract in the other eye? You know what I mean? Nigga talking about it. He passed the eye test. Yeah, that's how he passed the eye test. Nigga, both your eyes messed up. Nigga,
but this ball is taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
Nigga got a reservation. I ain't saying no names. I ain't saying no names, but I'm just saying though. I'm just saying for those I'm talking to those fans who use that language. I ain't saying the names of the fighter now. But I'm talking about the fans. I'm talking about the fans who be using that language. Be putting niggas in the winter protection program. Niggas, he's scared to come outside. He don't want to come outside. Can't fight him no goddamn well. I'm like, man, this is ridiculous.
True.
Hey. Yeah, well, listen, I'll bring the old fans back. I don't like these new fans. I do not like these new fans. I'm telling you, listen, these social media fans, I don't like these social media fans, man. Bro, like, they just, oh my God, these social media fans is something else, fam. They got the opposite of what a boxing criteria is. Listen, they the opposite. Hey, shout out to New Country. They the opposite. They the opposite of the niggas don't want no smoke. Niggas, hey, you blind. You can't see. You need to wear some glasses like DMC. You blind. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. A nigga who can't see can't tell me nothing about the eye test. How you gonna tell me about the eye test if you Stevie Wonder when it come to boxing? Fam, you Ray Charles when it come to boxing, but you telling me that he passed the eye test. You can't make this shit up. Shout out to Miss Connie. Hey, Miss Connie. Nigga Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder, but he telling me he passed the eye test. How, Sway? Sway, how? How, Sway? How, Sway? Sway, how? How? Oh, these niggas, boy, these niggas is a motherfucker, boy. Anyways. Now, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. If you're watching this show on a smart TV, open up the app on YouTube and on your phone and subscribe and press the like button. Today's show was sponsored by Fols's Barbershop. If you're in the city of Tampa, download the app Booksy. That's BOOKSY. And look up Fols's Barbershop. Fols's Barbershop is located at 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. Book an appointment. Let them know that Coach Malachi sent you, and you will receive a 10% discount. And if you want a drink, we got a nice tenderoni there that's there to serve you drinks. And if you want to play golf for the money in the back, you know, we have a tiki bar, tiki hut in the back. We can go back there and play golf. Let's give our sponsor, Folsa, a round of applause. Yeah, man, you dig? As you can see, we right here at the famous, world famous on Fols's Barbershop, 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. Download the app Booksy, as I said before. If you want to city of Tampa, download the app Booksy so you can book an appointment to get a haircut. You ain't got to worry about being in a long line. It's not going to be 20 people here. You're not going to have to worry about a whole bunch of kids running around. It's going to be you and the barber. And we do serve drinks here. So let everybody know what time it is. We catch you guys on the next one. Yes, sir. It is what it is, man. Hey, man, shout out to the Face the Boss. Hey. Yeah. Ooh, that look good. That's that 4 King shit. See, that's that 4 King shit, baby. You did. Just trying to. Hey, man, guess what? Y'all see I got this haggler on. Y'all see what I got on? I got that haggler hers, baby. Nigga, I got haggler. Y'all see that there? Y'all see what I got on? I got that haggler hers. I got 2 of the 4 Kings right here. I have 2 of the 4 Kings right here, man. April 19th. Listen, man, I got it right here, man. Got it right there. I got 2 lists. I got 2 of the 4 Kings on right here. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. 2 of the 4 Kings. You dig? Listen, hey, April 1985. April 1985. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see I'm representing. Anyway, we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that sarcastically, Mr. Al Haney.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. Them names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. I'm trying to tell. Listen, we got to name the names, man. We got to name the names over here, man. Jermell Charlo say he back. He want all the smoke. He say he want Vergil Ortiz. He say he want Fundora. He want Errol Spence. He want Terrence Crawford. He say he want Boots Ennis. That's what he say. That's what he say. You get what I'm saying? You ain't got to believe me. Here we go right here. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show y'all what time it TI is. Let's go on. Let's go on over here. In the South, we'll say it's going on over here, right? Some country shit. We some get you niggas down here in Florida. Anyway, Jermell Charlo. My 2-year layoff was not by choice. I've been sitting back, watching, letting them talk. But now it's my turn. I'm back, sharper than ever, and I'm coming for everything that they thought I lost. I'm him. You know, that sounds like some affirmations. True, true, true. That's what Jermell Charlo said. And then when you hit right here, there's a lion holding a giraffe in the grips of his jaws. And then when you go to the next one, there's a lion chewing a boot with the Philadelphia Eagles head on it, destroying it. And when you go to the next one, there's a lion. He has in his grasp a bull, it appears. And he's commenced to biting him, I guess. I don't know. He has him in his grips or something of that sort. That's what it looks like. And then when you go right here, you have a lion smoking a cigar that says bud. Interesting. You get what I'm saying? So that's what Jermell Charlo's been up to. Been very creative with the artwork, I must say. He's been very creative with the artwork. And then hold on. I did say that there was another one. I did say that he had one. I think I showed y'all the one where he had one with Errol Spence. He had the shark. I showed y'all the shark. He had the one with the shark in it. He had the one with the shark in his jaws. You get what I'm saying? So he letting everybody know that Errol Spence can get it too. That's what he's saying. He's saying that Errol Spence can get it as well. You know? So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I think, I'm not going to lie. I do think that would be more likely. I think that would be more likely. Oh, we got a whole lot to say. Oh, wait a minute. Well, breaking news. We got some breaking news now. Hold on. It's some more stuff I wanted to show y'all. All right, we got some breaking news, but I got to cover this because, you know, the drama, it goes down on Twitter. It goes down on Twitter, dog. I love social media. I love the digital game banging. Okay, so let's go. Here go Two-Tone, the superstar right here. Let's see what he say.
New Four Kings, or not the Four Kings, Instagram guys, it's empty calories. Kids now, they're not going to be like, yo, y'all remember that era. These new Four Kings are just absolutely, it's horrible. Tank fighting Jake Paul, Ryan and Devin, the Osterine controversy in that regards, Teofimo being a bigot, don't know who he want to fight. Like, they just wasted an entire area. Like, that's probably the worst group of Four Kings in the history in the sport of boxing. They should not be celebrated through history at all. The new Four Kings, or they not the Four Kings, Instagram guys, it's empty calories. Kids now. Oh, let's start right there. Do you guys think they're not going to?
The Two-Tone has a point. Just that part right there. You know, he said a new 4K. Like, bro, I was so shocked to hear Tone saying this. I say, my brother, he's finally come around. The Lord, see, the boxing gods have anointed Tone. Hey, shout out to that 90 shit. The boxing gods have anointed Tone. The Lord has rubbed the pastor has rubbed some oil on his forehead. He put some oil on his forehead, some, virgin oil, and he prayed on my good brother. And my good brother told him, woke up. So I'm like, man, wait a minute, man. Man, this some bullshit, man. These niggas ain't fighting. Told say this is the Instagram era. I said, I've been saying this shit. How long I've been saying this, dog? You get what I'm saying? You know, Hey, let's go.
To be like, yo, y'all remember that era? These new four kings are just absolutely, it's horrible. Tank fighting Jake Paul, Ryan and Devin, the Osterine controversy in that regards. Teofimo being a bigot, don't knowing who he want to fight. Like, they just wasted an entire area. Like, that's probably the worst.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Teofimo is a 2-division champion. I think 2-time lineal champ, Ring Magazine champ as well. So, even though I don't like Teofimo, but I gotta be honest and say he has a pretty good resume for the guys he's fought. And then Devin Haney, Devin Haney, I think Devin Haney, he doing his thing as well. With undisputed, youngest undisputed, stuff like that. He's fighting former world champions and current world champions. You get what I'm saying? So he's doing that. So I think I would kind of the jury's still out on those two guys, but the other two, there's a strong argument. I already called Ryan Garcia the Instagram model. Y'all know that. I've been saying that since 1975. True. All right, let's continue.
First group of four kings in the history in the sport of boxing. They should not be celebrated through history at all. The new four kings.
Yeah, so Tone has a point, but I also say you still gotta give it time. Like Tank ain't doing that. Tank ain't fighting none of them niggas. I'm telling you, that ain't happening, right? That ain't happening. So I ain't worried about that. I'm past that. But the other guys, you got a couple guys that's doing some stuff. They doing some stuff. So you got to give it some time and see. We can't say history yet until their careers has ended. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Now let's go over here. It's going down in the DM. It's going down. Here you go. It's going down on Twitter. Now check this out. Now y'all know Devin Haney did an interview with Nigel Cigar Talk. Devin Haney said Nigel is a sellout. Oh, now why? I love this shit. Well, y'all know y'all know I love. We love to smoke. We love to smoke over here, man. Why is Devin Haney calling Nigel of Cigar Talk a sellout? Do y'all want to know why? This is why. Nigel of Cigar Talk is vibing with Ryan Garcia. After all of the bigoted things and racist things that Ryan Garcia has said, that Devin, that a lot of people, they feel that he's a racist based on his words and stuff that he said. And I call him a bigot. That's what I call him and T.O. However, but what this is all about.
NGQ, doing what I do. All white, looking at. Okay. So Devin and Bill them is saying that Nigel's showing all 32 teeth. They trying to say that Nigel Cigar Talk. They say, oh man, he teaming up with the white man, showing all 32 skinning and grinning after he said all these, things about the black people and this and that. Now, I told y'all how I felt about that. And I say, look, Devin Haney, the Haneys are rich. Ryan Garcia is rich. I told y'all, these black fighters ain't standing up on nothing. I've been told y'all that. These dudes, they are in a different, higher tax bracket than the average person. They are on the higher hierarchy of the social economic level, right? Shout out to that 90s shit. So them dudes ain't come out and rebuke Ryan Garcia, none of that. You had black fighters taking up for Ryan Garcia. And then as it relates to the Haneys, I don't think they care nothing about that like that. I think me personally, I think that Bill them will play it to their advantage when it's convenient for them. But yet and still, they didn't come out on no crusade saying that, oh man, Teofimo and Ryan are flaming racist and we need to do this and that. They didn't come out doing none of that. It's like, we let bygones be bygones because everybody rich and everybody got money. You get what I'm saying? So, I ain't even tripping. I see these niggas, they be hugged up with these dudes. So it is what it is. But Devin Haney is saying that he's a sellout. He sold us. He's a sellout because it is. NGQ, doing what I do. All white, looking at. Okay.
You know, so do y'all feel that Nigel is a sellout? I mean, me personally, I don't see where you know what I'm saying. You know, I be thinking a lot of shit be taken out of context myself. However, but he's a content creator. So anyway, let's go over here. Hold on. Let's go over here. Hold on, I gotta go over here because I wanna see what, you know, cause there's a digital shootout going on. There's a digital shootout going on between the two brothers. I wonder if is Devin Haney saying that the brother's off cold? I'm not. Is he off cold? Y'all check this out. So Devin Haney said Nigel a sellout. And I showed you the video why he said that. So Nigel say the left hook must still have you not seeing straight because I'm the realest interviewer in the game. Your feelings are misguided, young man. Tighten up and make sure you focus on B. Norman. Tough fight ahead. You get what I'm saying? So that's what Nigel said. You know what I mean? So let's see what the people talking about, because when he said that, when Devin Haney called the man a sellout, let's see what the people talk about. So this guy here saying you a sellout too, suing your baby mama, weak ass nigga. Yeah, Devin Haney is suing his baby mama. His baby mama. He is suing his baby mama. I think his baby mama trying to keep his baby from him. Or something. I think Devin Haney said, I've been saw the news when it broke. I didn't really want to talk about it. Well, really, I was saving a certain time to talk about it because I told Dale, I said, look, man, goddamn, you saw over there crying with Thugger. She cried for Thugger, man. So, y'all got to stop being Captain Saberhoes. True. These niggas be putting the cape on their back, flying through to save the day, trying to chase these baddies and the exotics and all that stuff there. And then you get what you got. You got what you paid for. You get what I'm saying? But that's another story for another day. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, so yeah, I saw that. He's suing his baby mama. So this dude said that Devin Haney is a PUSSY for suing his baby mama and called him a weak ass ninja, right? Hamed says Najee got off cold, shaking my head. He's been shucking and jiving. all that the T.O. wasn't that. Yeah, he said, this dude said, he said Najee is off cold. He said Najee is shucking and jiving. If y'all don't know what shucking and jiving is, this is shucking and jiving.
Oh, Miss Hillary. Oh, so good to see you, Miss Hillary. I love you, Miss Hillary. Welcome to TV1. Oh, Lord. I dance with Master. I dance with Master. I dance with Master. I dance with Master.
That's shucking and jiving. So he buck dancing, chicken Georgian, ham boning, skinning and grinning. You get what I'm saying? That's what Hamed said. Hamed is saying that Najee is off cold. That's what he said. You know what I mean? That's what the man said. You see it right there. You see it right there in black and white. You get what I'm saying? This dude, he'll say, come on my podcast, champ. So this guy say he trying to get Devin Haney on his podcast. All right. This person right here say he got a career too. He's trying to build as well too. It's a thin line and it's hard to navigate at times. So the man is trying to, the man got a career. What he supposed to do? He's an interviewer. You get what I'm saying? The man is a content creator. He go all around the country and doing interviews. What? So he can't interview Ryan Garcia? I don't know. You know what I mean? I let y'all deal with whether that was on code or not or whatever. But some people say that the Haney's ain't on code. Some people say they ain't on code. You get what I'm saying? So I think on code is to the interpretation of the individual. True. Because I know what the code is, but these dudes, what they call on code is totally different from what the code is. I told y'all, on code in boxing means that you gotta like the same fighter I like. You gotta be down with my fighter like I'm down with my fighter, and you gotta hate another fighter like I hate the fighter that you like or whatever. Like you got basically you on code is you got to be in agreement with me. You know, some people feel that You know what I mean? The code, it's a slippery slope now. The code is a slippery slope because some of these dudes, some people feel that, hey, if you ain't got a black woman, if you ain't married to a black woman, you off code. Some people feel that if you ain't married to a black man and you're a black woman, you off code. So it's many different areas. It's a gray area there with the code. It's a gray area with the code. You get what I'm saying? I just want to throw that out there now. You know, so anyways, this guy said, remember I told you not to give him an interview. So this dude, Sour Bossy, say, I told you, damn, not to give him an interview. He got 379 followers. Oh, boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy, you got to, you know what I mean? This guy say, nah, you're him, Devin. This guy said, yes, he is. I never like his janky hairline. So he said he never liked Naj, right? This guy say, I don't get how anybody who is a true fan of the sport could give that cheater a platform to speak. If you do, you should call him out for using steroids. All right. This guy say he's been blocked. He say Jit just sip his drink and talk spicy. This guy say, damn, man, what did Najee Harris do to you? All right. So Devin Haney is upset. Let's see what's up. Now I'm hearing they're having a digital shootout. Him and Dev and Naj is having a digital shootout. Let's see what's up. What Naj talking about? Yeah, they don't like that there. So Devin Haney said, you proved my point, bitch. Oh, Dev called the man a bitch. He said, you proved my point, bitch. It's about niggas like you. Start getting the shit slapped out of them. He said, I guess he said, it's about time niggas like you start getting the shit slapped out of them. He said, nigga, you can't fight a lick and talking about left hook. So Najee said, left hook. He was replying to that. Najee was replying. So Devin was replying to that. And then Najee said, you're right. I'm not a professional fighter. I'm a content creator. Ryan Garcia interview dropping tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern. And he took the time to plug it. That was real smart by Najee. That was real smart by Najee right there. That was real smart. You get what I'm saying? You know, Devin Haney giving you all this spotlight, you know, and you get to use this back and forth to promote the Ryan Garcia interview. And he got it right there. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, I don't know what they talking about. You know, me personally, I'm not a fan of Ryan Garcia myself, but, you know, you got two brothers having a digital shootout online on Twitter. You know, is that on code? Is that on code? Brothers airing out their dirty laundry, you know, in the public like that, in front of all of the different races and nationalities. Is that on code? To this day. You know, some would say that's not the code neither. You know, you can't be, and if we are the same ilk and we have an issue, we don't air out our dirty laundry in public. That's something that could have been set up with a phone call. Dev could have called Naj to say, hey, Naj, look here, baby boy. You interviewed me. You know what I mean? You know, and I blessed you with an interview. I don't even do interviews with YouTubers, but I did it for you because, you know, you one of the big ones, the bigger, more corporate platform. So I gave you a shot. You know, I won't get out there because Malachi don't interview, but that's okay because he you know, that's okay. That's okay. I got bud. See, that's okay. I got bud. You know what I mean? Bigger and better. You know what I mean? No Diddy. To this day. That's okay. You know what I mean? So, but anyway. Yeah, so, you know, so he mad. So Najee looked upon as being off code and all that stuff there. So the code been going around for a long time. I think Dev should have just called the man. You got the man number, or he got your number or whatever. You could have just called the man. Say, Naj, look here, man. I really don't appreciate, you know, you interviewing Ryan Garcia. You don't even know what questions he's asking him. You shouldn't even get this dude the platform for this and that, for all he's saying. He said this. Like, you get what I'm saying? I just think he should have just called him. Yeah. That's what I think. Like, if I have a problem with somebody that I'm all right with, I'm not going to make no videos of nothing dissing you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you. If I got an issue with anybody, like I had a whole ass nigga from Atlanta. the nigga, like he had my number, I had his number, right? I thought he was all right. But something happened with his channel or something of that sort. And he went to talking about, I reported his channel about some content that I released to the world. I released this content to the world. And the content was this. It was a video of Terrence Crawford at his mom's house in the yard wrestling with, I think, his nephew. Wrestling with his nephew or his cousin or something of that sort. And I released that to everybody to get it. Ellie Sucker nigga Nutsack had it. Fight Hype had it. Fight Hub had it. That shit went viral. That shit went everywhere. So this dude, I ain't even say this whole ass nigga name. This dude did a video. Yeah. Everybody used that clip. When I used it, this nigga Coach Malachi reported me and had, got me demonetized and all that stuff there. I'm like, this nigga wrong than 2 left pair of shoes, scandalizing my name and smirchifying my character. I say, fam, man, you tripping. So I end up calling the nigga. I say, bro, what the hell you talking about? He went to talking and crying and shit. I say, fam, you had my phone number. If you felt that I did something like that, you could have just called me. But I can tell you, why would I report a video that I released to the world? It's dudes that got that video that I don't even like. Hell, I tell people when I do a show, anybody can use my content. I ain't gonna flag nothing. I don't give a damn. Even those who don't like me. That shit don't, that ain't, you know what I mean? I don't do whole ass shit like that. I don't give a damn. You can make my content, you can take my content and take some of it and try to make it and diss me with it if you want to. I don't care. Because I'm so good, I know how to take it, reverse engineer it, and make it help me. Because the more other people talk about me on different platforms, the more it helps me. On social media. So I'm like, anytime a motherfucker want to take the time out to talk about me, I'm like, go ahead. So the nigga was wrong though. So he said, you know what, man, I was wrong, man. I apologize, yada, 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 yada. Yeah, I ain't fuck with that nigga no more, though. To this day. I said, nah, I ain't fuck with that nigga. Yeah, I ain't fuck with that whole ass nigga no more. Fuck that. Because that was some whole shit. And the nigga damn near 60. The nigga damn near 60. Like, for real, though. Hey, what to say? Jamie said, he said, cool, that's the best way to handle it. Yeah, you know what I mean? So anyway, so I think Devin should have just called the man and just spoken instead of coming on Twitter and calling the man, because Dale probably was in his feelings, calling the man to sell out, and all that stuff there. Like, why put that on Twitter? You're gonna get a whole bunch of, slack on that. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Y'all call the show.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, man. So gets me mad. Well, the brothers is fighting. Niggas mad at Najee. They mad at Boots. They, you know what I mean? That, bro, like everybody, nigga, this dude on code, that dude ain't on code. The dudes who don't follow no code is talking about the code, and I'm like, man, bro, it's hilarious, bro. It's hilarious. And Shot Cool Hands, what the same thing? He said you should have stalled them out. Reporting. Hey, look here, man. Check this out. Listen, all these dudes know each other. I ain't got none of these niggas' numbers. I don't know none of these guys, to be honest with you. But I like Najee. Najee do some good work. He do some good work. You know what I mean? I can't, one thing about me, I ain't no hater now. I damn sure ain't no hater. He say sound like Haney said everything, but we paid you to be on our side. Hey, hold on, what's up with Big Stones? Hold on, what you said, fam? Oh, you know what? Wait a minute, where Vic at? Vic, what a dude who said that? Where Vic at? You know what, fam? I didn't even think about that, bro. you might be on to something. Hey, what you say, Big? He say sound like Haney said everything, but we paid you to be on our side. You know what? You might be on to something. I'm not saying that they paid, but you know, it might have been, you know, it sound like it was some conversations that probably was shared in the background between the two. You know, with some things that was shared in the background between the two, and they probably were like, yeah, man, they probably was on, yeah, man, fuck Ryan Garcia, A, B, C, and D, and this and that. And Nigel probably said a lot of stuff about Ryan to Devin Haney and vice versa. And then Dare probably thought, yeah, man, you my brother, man, I'm coming close with you and this and that, and Nige and all that stuff there. And then next day, you know, Nige is interviewing Dev. Shout out to the one, Mr. Ham. Okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said Jermell Charlo and Carissa Shields act just alike. Facts. Shout out to OBW Stretch. Okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said, okay, they setting up the Charlo versus Boots fight in 5 years. Okay, all right. Shout out to the one, Mr. Ham. Okay. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said Black picked the wrong tomato can. You don't let no Black. Hey, bro, Donnie, my homeboy Donnie was the one though. Black, you let down the whole Black community. We was counting on you. He broke the code. Black broke the code. Hey, shout out to Ricky. Okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. Hey, he say, Coach, Black didn't have enough tools in his toolbox that day. Bill Haney voice. Nigga, Black didn't have enough tools in the toolbox, baby boy. Facts. True. You know, he said, I think the white boy no tie bone. Black said, hey Jamie, hey Schoolo, Black say, man, I think the white boy no tie bone. Daddy was like, tie bone? Black, that ain't no martial arts. That's a weight loss exercise, Black. That shit was funny. Shout out to A-Sound T. Hey, been a member for 9 months. He say, Coach, is this Charlo versus Spence shit real? He said, I don't believe it in boxing spaces unless it's coming from you. Hey, A-Sound T. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Errol Spence have been training. He has been training, and Jermell Charlo has been training. So I'm not gonna sit and say that it's 100% real, but I do think that it's come to the point to where they're gonna fight each other. Honestly, you know what I mean? I mean that's an in-house fight for the PBC. Like, why not? You know? You get what I'm saying?
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, nigga, man, hey, bro, say that. You know what? Hey, this is a true story. This is a true story, right? So, this fresh out the presses today. My cousin called me today, right? My cousin called me. We was talking about boxing. He was talking about the fight and, you know, Crawford and Canelo. Then he was talking about Tank, how he threw with Tank and all that stuff there. And, you know, he be arguing with dudes. You know, my cousin was a diehard Tank. Everybody from the hood love Tank, right? And all my friends, for the most part, in Tampa from the hood, so they love Tank. And so he called me and shit. And he was like, yeah, man, damn, I forgot who he was talking about. He was talking about Tank. We talking about damn, I forgot, man. Man, but this is a good one, man. This is a good one. Man, I forgot that quick, dog. Dog, what we could call? He called me about Tank. He spoke about the fight. Oh, here you go. Yeah. I'm gonna write this down. NOY. Nation Islam, right? So he said that he met one of the brothers in the Nation Islam, some brother named Jihad. He said, man, cuz, you know Jihad? Dudes from back in the day, I went to thinking, and I said, damn, that name do sound familiar, Jihad. And then he said he was with Keith. My captain name was Keith, Captain Keith Muhammad. And I like, oh, okay, yeah, I know what Jihad, I know who you're talking about now. Them dudes still in the Nation. They still out there selling papers and stuff, right? So my cousin was like, yeah, man,
My cousin Malachi, he was in the he Muslim too. He Muslim. Yeah, he did in a long time. Now my cousin don't know. I'm no longer. I don't. I'm no longer in a NOI no more. I'm not active. I'm no longer a part of that organization. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm not a NOI Muslim, which the nationalists, anyways. You get what I'm saying? So I'm no longer a part of that. My cousin didn't know that though. So he telling them that, right? And they like, yeah, well, where that brother at? Okay, bro, what's it, brother Malachi? Tell that brother, look here, I want you to give that brother this message right here, bro. So he gave my cousin the message, right? So my cousin calling me to give me the message. So he tried to tell. I said, hold up, swole up. I said, cuz, man, I don't believe in that shit no more. Bro, I was young, you know what I mean? Like, indoctrinated, but now I'm 51 years old, man. I don't believe in that shit no more, cuz. He like, for real, I ain't know that. I was like, yeah, nah, man, I'm done with that. I don't evolve. You get what I'm saying? So not knocking anybody that's still a part of that thought process, not knocking anyone, you know what I mean? Teach his own, but I'm no longer a part of that. You know what I mean? So, and it's been years. So my cousin didn't know that. He was like, yeah, man, I was going to send you the message, man, because they told me to tell you that you need to come. Yeah, you need to come back. You need to come back to the mosque. You need to come back and all that stuff there. And he said they were talking about Elijah Muhammad coming back on a spaceship. Elijah's alive. And I was like, man, I said, yeah, no, man. Yeah, I'm good, man. True. Yeah, that was this morning. That was this morning when I was right here putting the show together. What I'm going to talk about for the day. I was right here, sitting right in the office, right here. My cousin called me. Hey, what to say, Mr. Boring? He said Coach got cut with a ham sandwich. That's right. Man, hey, bro. So as it relates to the Jermell Charlo situation, like I honestly think, I think him and Errol Spence gonna fight each other. It's like what options do they have? Both guys are coming off a 2-year layoff, so neither guy's gonna have an advantage. It's an easy fight to make, in-house fight. I don't know exactly how much, I'll go pay these boys. Hey, from what I'm hearing, the money ain't there. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know how true this is now, but the money ain't there, boy. They ain't got no network no more. And can't nobody find Al. Can't nobody find Al, so we don't know what's going on. You get what I'm saying? So where they gonna fight at? Are they, is Jermell Charlo and Jermell Charlo and L. Smith? They gonna fight on what? They gonna fight on BOK Prime or somebody said didn't Spence used to whip Jermell in sparring? Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard, fam. I heard Spence used to put the Beats by Dre on Jermell in sparring. That's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard. You get what I'm saying? So, and then hold on, like I said right here. Like I said right here. Oh, hold on, I forgot to show y'all this. This the card right here. This the card. This what I meant to show y'all. This the card right here. It say Ring Magazine presents The Underdog, right? And this is the main event: Camacho Jr. versus Olascuga or something of that sort. And then the co-main event is Justin Viloria versus Ortiz, and then you got Jaleel Hackett versus what the dude's name is? Elijah Vines. Elijah Vines. So this is going to be on the 11th. Then it's going to be an undercard on the 12th. And then, of course, the main event undercard for the Canelo Crawford on the 13th. So, yeah, man. But you get what I'm saying, though. So, bro, they ain't really got no choice. What they gonna fight? What they gonna fight on Pro Box or BOK Prime? It's what they gonna do. I mean, I know they got Amazon. They got the Amazon, but Amazon ain't putting up no money. So, like, shit. Last time Spence fought, he made like 25 mil fighting Crawford. So, so he gonna want at least that. And then Jermell Charlo made 8 figures. I heard fighting Canelo. They made 10 million fighting Canelo from what I'm hearing. Now, again, I wasn't there, but that's what I'm hearing. So I'm like, shit. Like what you gonna pay him? Like what you gonna pay him? I mean, thankfully, I don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, Errol Spence ain't coming back to fight for a hog and cheese sandwich. You get what I'm saying? Errol Spence, if he coming back, he coming back for something. He ain't coming back for a pork chop bone.
don't look like he hurting for no money. Errol Spence look like he managed his money real well. He didn't leave his money with Al. You know, I know Al. Yeah, no, I got your money. Look here, baby boy. Look here, I got your money invested in some junk bonds. Don't worry about that. Yeah, Al, man. I'm just saying, man, because you know, I told my daddy, and my dad told me, man, just get the rest of my money you owe me. He said, but look, you know, I'm your advisor. Yeah, I know, man. You know, I'm very smart. Yeah, I know, man. And you know what I did for Floyd. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's kind of been like overstated, to be honest with you, you know, but yeah, I know what you did with Floyd. So look, just trust me. The $20 million that I told you that I owe you the rest of the money I told you I'm gonna give you, I told you I invested in some junk bonds, and we invested into I bought you some stock in the PBC. So you part owner. So when we make money, you make money. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I know. I understand that, Al. My dad told me to get the rest of our money, man. So when can I get the rest of my money? Nigga, motherfucking fucking Spence like, man, fuck that shit. Nigga, give me all my money, man. I ain't one of these back end niggas, escrow and junk bonds. No, I need all my daddy told me, man. Nigga, Spence, man, I got this ranch I'm finna buy, man. I got this farm I'm finna buy. I'm finna get some chickens, some cows, some horses, you know, some roosters and coyotes and all that stuff there, man. I need my money out, man. All that man, that's cool, man. Hey, what's up? What's up? You don't trust me? Do you trust me? Do you trust me? Ah, this ain't got nothing to do with no trust, man. What about money? Hey, you know a nigga full of shit when he owe you money, and you come to collect, and he go to talking about do you trust him, and man, you know what I mean? When they go to talk about that, he try to pull on your emotional heartstrings. You know, do you trust me, baby? Baby, do you trust me? No, who made you who you are, baby? Listen, when didn't nobody else believe in you, who believed in you, baby? You believe in me, Al. You know what I mean? When you wanted your first championship fight, who made that happen for you, baby? You made that happen for me, Al. You know, when you got your first big payday, baby, you know what I mean? Who made that happen for you? You did, Al. All right then, baby. So have I led you wrong yet? No, Al, you haven't led me wrong yet. All right then, baby. When I told you that I got your money in some junk bonds, trust and believe that it's in some junk bonds. True. Nigga, right this bitch. Nigga, hey, so, what he said? Hold on, wait here. Somebody said, oh, he gonna trick. Trick say, he said, you not seeing the bigger picture. That's what he said. Yeah, that's what they be saying. Yeah, you not seeing the bigger picture, baby boy. See what we got to do now. Hold on, see, you ain't seeing the bigger. Hey, look here, baby boy. You ain't seeing the bigger picture, baby boy. Man, look, listen, fuck the picture. Where my money? Hey, see, baby boy, check this out, baby boy. See, you ain't seeing the bigger picture, baby boy. Yeah, man, fuck the picture, man. Where my money? Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, this is Bernard Hackett, Jermell Hackett's dad.
Hey, man, Bernard, man, talk to me, my brother, man. I'm so glad you called, man.
Man, you know I always got to support you, man. You one of the few that keep it 100 on everybody, good, bad, or indifferent, and you don't bring no emotion into it.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, I'm glad you called, bro. I was just sitting there looking at the poster right here, fam. Jaleel is back. Tell us. Because I think his last fight, he ended up getting hurt the day of the fight, right, or the day before, or something like that.
The day before he injured his ankle.
All right, so and he injured his ankle how?
He was doing his run. He does a run where he'll run for 15 minutes, then he go in the sauna, run for 15 minutes, go in the sauna. He do 4 sets of that, so that way he know he got his weight. And in between one of those sets coming out of the sauna, slipped on a wet bench and turned his foot over.
God damn. What else?
There's a freak accident.
So okay, so he ended up, that was at 147, right?
Yes.
So now he's moved up to 154.
Yes. We had talked previously, and he was telling me, hey, Dad, you know, either way, the rematch with Roman was going to be a rematch, but he was actually saying after he defended the title, if he had beat Roman in the first fight, which I say he did, but it is neither here or there.
Yeah,
he was going to move up anyway. he was going to move up to 54 anyway.
Okay. So is it, you know, so that'd be easier for him to, you know, because, you know, a lot of people were saying that because, when he was fighting at 147 for like the past couple of fights, he looked very drained. Am I wrong in that or?
No, you weren't wrong in it. He had goals. Like I said before in previous conversations, different times, my son as an amateur growing up, it was, hey, I'm going to follow my dad's instructions, whatever he say goes. When he got to the point where he wanted to be a pro, he actually wrote out his own goals. And he said that these are the goals I want to actually get to and the way I want to get to them. We were in line with a lot of it, but some of it I didn't agree with. But once again, he's a young man pursuing his dream, so it's my job as a father to support that dream.
Yes, sir.
When he signed with Floyd, that was something that he was elated about doing. He's always been a fan of Floyd Mayweather since he was a very young man, and Floyd was always, a respectable person that, gave him good advice when he saw him over the years. And he wanted to win an IBO welterweight title because as a fan of Floyd, a real fan, he was like, that was one of the first belts Floyd won. So it'd be great to win something that somebody that I respect also had an IBO title. And then, hey, things went the way they went. The best laid plans don't always work out the way we want. Floyd and that whole team was great to us and said, hey, young man, if you can find something that works better for you, we're not here to stand in your way. We're here to keep you moving. And he found, better situations. Eddie Hearns and them gave him the opportunity to fight for the WBA Continental title. He fought for it and won it. And after he won it, he said, hey, I want to defend. But during the defense camp, it was hard on him. And he told me, he's like, that I want to try and stay here. I told him, I said, hey, I don't think you should do it, but make your decision. After that fight, he was like, I want the rematch because I want to make sure I fix that. But he was like, I said, I'm moving up. He was like, I think I accomplished my goal. I said, I wanted to win a belt at 47. He said, I want a belt. I want a WBA belt. I want a WBCU title. And now I'm ready to move on. So that was the next step for him, saying, hey, I'm going to 54.
Okay. So he had a fight after the injury? Because you said he had the title or?
No. When he won the WBA title against Pete.
Against Pete, yeah. I remember that.
His defense was the Roman. He had told me, hey, after this defense against Roman moving
I got you.
We didn't get the nod. And I said, hey, let's move up anyway. He was like, nah. He actually talked to Eddie and their team and Kevin Rooney, and they said, hey, we'll get you the rematch. But after that, he was going to move up anyway.
You talking about Kevin Rooney that's trained Mike Tyson?
No, at Matchroom.
Oh, at Matchroom. I'm like, man. No, you know what? When you said Kevin Rooney, I'm like, damn, Kevin Rooney? I'm like,
no. Kevin Rooney that's working with Matchroom.
All right. I'm like, man, yeah, man, Mike Tyson ain't been the same since. I was, hey, that's what my mind was going at. Hey, listen, hey, Bernard, man, I got ADD, man, so, you got to forgive me sometime. But
man, that's cool, man. You terrible.
Hey, but listen, bro, this is a good look. The fight, is what what's my main man name? Dana White was talking about. They was going to come out with the underdog series or something of that sort. Is this it?
Yeah. I think this is the kickoff to it from what I'm seeing on the internet, the posters and things.
It's a nice poster.
This is the inaugural kickoff of what I think they're going to start doing at the beginning of next year every month.
Yeah. This is a nice poster. And what I like about it, these are some really, really good even matches. So you're fighting Elijah Vines. That's what Jalil is fighting. Did you have a hand in picking him or no?
Nah, one thing I can say, we had the opportunity, as everybody knows, to spar with a very great fighter when we sparred with Rashidi at the open sparring for the Turk, and we were blessed enough to get the opportunity to fight on this card. Turk ain't calling saying, hey, what's your optional choice? Turk said, hey, I want to see even matches. The team that's doing the matchmaking, they sent us who they want us to fight. They say, either you take it or, hey, I wish you the best. So we took it.
Turkey and them have some hell of a matchmakers. Are you familiar with those matchmakers or?
I'm not familiar with all his matchmakers, but I am familiar with what he puts on the internet and what he says, and I think he's being true to his word. If you want to fight, I will get you fights, but I will not get you layups. If you want layups, do your layups somewhere else. But if you want to fight and take advantage of an opportunity to fight the best, I'll give it to you. And the one thing that I really look at is if you come in there and fight and you really put your fight on, win, lose, or draw, he'll bring you back. It's not like he's scrap piling a fighter.
Yeah.
You be 20-0, you get one loss, and now all of a sudden you're on the scrap pile. So I think he's bringing back an air of greatness to boxing because greatness ain't because you undefeated. That's matchmaking. Greatness is when you climb the mountain. And the great ones like Ali climbed the mountain multiple times.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Adversity makes you stronger.
Yeah,
adversity makes you stronger.
Yeah, so you know what? You're right about that because I remember when you allowed me to interview Jaleel, and Jaleel is so very articulate, very smart. I think Jaleel told me he had a degree or something.
Jaleel is still taking classes, but in high school and actually elementary school, they certified him a genius. And and he's been taking college courses ever since. So he's working towards his degree. I think at the beginning he wanted to do it in mortuary science, and if he did do mortuary science, he wanted it in journalism. But as he gets older, I think he's starting to become more diverse in his thought pattern. So I'm not sure what he'll finish it in, but he is working towards that.
Man, Jaleel, man, he is smart, bro. Like, fam, that's crazy. You know, normally with someone that have like as intelligent as he is, and it's like, fam, you know, but he love to box.
Yeah, he love to fight.
Yeah, he's a fighter. He's a fighter. Yeah, he's definitely a fighter. You know what I'm saying?
If given my choice, he would have went to school. I'm just being honest. When they tell you a genius, given my choice, you'd be in the classroom.
You from y'all DC, right?
Yes.
Listen, see, that's that DC, man. Y'all some fighting mofos out of DC, bro. That's what that is.
Yeah. This a fighting town.
Yeah.
This a fighting town. People you grow up fighting. Whether either you play basketball, football, or you box. Them was your three choices.
So I'm glad that you cleared the air because there was a lot of bad stuff about Floyd. You know, when you cleared the air, like, no, Floyd took really good care of y'all, and that's wonderful.
He was good, man. Him and L, I can actually say that.
Yeah,
Floyd,
Leonard, man.
That whole team and Leonard, they treated. Actually, I think they in certain elements of his career at the time, I think Floyd overtreated, and the reason I say that because. Hey, when my son was like, hey, I'm in high school, I'm a 12th grader, 11th grader, I think I can turn pro now. For Floyd to say, nah, I want you to finish high school. After you finish high school, we'll talk about that. That's an experience you can't get twice.
Yeah.
I actually had a different level of respect for the man to say that because most promoters, especially with a young fighter who's eager to fight as a pro, they would have put him in the ring. Floyd actually said, graduate first. My son, if people follow my son over the years, I think my son has been at every big fight.
Yeah.
Probably after Pacquiao, and Floyd always made sure he had room. Leonard made sure he had tickets, had airfare. So they treated him very well. I think it was a pivotal thing to have early in his career because I think sometimes you can thrust a young fighter into the spotlight too soon,
yeah.
And it becomes a hindrance to his career instead of a plus.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. What you know what I like. What I do like is what I like about your son. Even though I don't know how Floyd discovered, like not discovered, but how did you guys get in contact with him? How did they discover each other or whatever?
As a young kid, the first time he had any interaction with Floyd and that whole Mayweather team was when he went with. He actually fought for Team New Jersey at the Junior Golden Gloves. Coach Vito Milnicki put together a team, and when they were out there, the team trained out at Floyd's gym. We met his dad. His dad really liked Jaleel, and they talked to him, and it was a budding friendship. And then after that, several times over the years, we went back. We used to spar with Cash Flow, great young man. And got to know that whole team over there. And he always gave him a word of advice, even as a young man. And then he would give him the opportunity to stay when he was training and watch him train. And I think that was the piece that I think Jaleel took the most of. This man filthy rich, but he trained like he broke.
You talking about Floyd?
Floyd.
Yeah.
Filthy rich, but he trained like he broke.
That's very hard to do.
Yeah, when you sleep on silk sheets, it's hard to get up in the morning. So I guess he still sleep on cotton. But that man was in the gym. He taught a work ethic to Jaleel. Looking at him was a work ethic. I've seen him come in the gym after he get his stuff on. It's a 2-hour wheel where he never stops. Punching the bag, move to the next apparatus, spar. They bring the water to him. That's the type of work ethic that makes you great.
Mm.
When people see the undefeated record, I think I'm one of the few people that say I don't consider Floyd to be undefeated, because you take the adversity outside the ring. You got to think he gave up everything financially to free himself on Top Rank, and all he wanted was the Oscar fight.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if Floyd lost the Oscar fight?
Yeah.
We wouldn't know Floyd Mayweather the way we know him now. So he's not undefeated. He took his adversity outside the ring. He took the L's outside the ring so that he could get the W's in the ring.
So this is what I'm saying. Like what I like about Jaleel, he's not a part of the diva era of boxing. And I talk about this over here. In jest, I be joking a lot, but I'm like, man, it's like some of the top name guys. It just appears, who came up under Floyd or who have been influenced by Floyd. It seemed like that's kind of like the diva era. The guys who they call the so-called Four Kings and stuff like that. But that generation that's coming up under them, like your son and the Bams, I like Bam, the Abdullah Masons, that era, and those younger fighters, they don't talk like that. They don't have the, like some people look at Devin Haney, they say, well, Dev trying to be like Floyd, and I can see some of the Floyd mannerisms, the way he speaks, the speech patterns, the certain, maybe the lifestyle, so to speak. However, it's like Jaleel, like, I'm trying to, go down my own path, still be myself. I'm not trying to mimic, you learn from Floyd, but you're not trying to mimic him from a character standpoint and stuff like that, demeanor.
But it's crazy. Any fighter that ever talked to Floyd on a personal level, they got to be honest with you. Floyd tell you, don't mimic me, be you.
Yeah.
He tells you that. Mimic my business strategy, but don't mimic my person. Be your own person. I think we will, in all honesty, I think we will have another Four Kings. Like you just mentioned, the era has changed. Even though we have to spread out weight classes, because all those guys started so young, at some point they're gonna all be in the same weight class at some point, because they started out as babies, 18, 19 years old. Mm-hmm. Now they're coming into their man body and they're getting a little older. You're gonna see, I think the Four King eras, even if it's spread out over divisions, or it might not be, the fights with Abdullah Mason. He's a young monster. That whole Mason family is on an agenda, not to be internet divas, but to be champions. So Abdullah Mason will be part of that. You got the Emilio Vargas, his brothers, the whole Vargas clan. Yep. They are in the same concept mindset. You have one of the fights that I would love my son to have. I think it'll be a major fight if they fight. Xander Zayas. Xander is a great young fighter. Yeah. Great young fighter who had to cross the bridge to win his fight, because he fought a tough guy that was on the championship level. I think him and Jaleel will be a great fight at 54. And when you think about it, the fans will love it. You can compare that type of fight to Thomas Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard. They were both 23 and 25 when they fought each other, and it did not adversely affect their career at all. So, a lot of times, people want to talk bad about a fighter. I don't talk bad about any of them. I big up to Xander. I big up to the Vargas boys. I big up to the Masons, because those are the era of guys that should be fighting to move boxing to the next level, where you have another situation where people want to see Four Kings fight. I think that the Turk and his team is looking to make those type of fights. And they're not waiting till these guys 30. They want these guys to do this in their 20s. Maybe it's of the level where it happens again. I know for us, we have Elijah Vines in front of us. Elijah Vines is also a great young fighter that's on the move. But
and he's from Philly. He's from Philly too. So
he from a fight city.
Yeah.
He from a fight city. So we handle our business against him. we give a real hit list. We ain't guys looking to patty cake. We love to fight. Look, but we keep it real. But we keep it real. We don't say, hey, we looking for a Earl Spencer Charlo fight. We keep it real. We looking at our generation of living.
Yeah.
The Jalil got his own hit list. He win this next fight. He like to fight Yoelvis Gomez, the WBA Continental Champion at 54. He would have liked to fight Tellez, but he lost to Arbus. We love to fight him. And at the end of the road, at some point in time, sooner or later, we like to fight Xander Zayas. We want live bodies. Jalil ain't looking to pick, let me get 3 or 4 more fights so I look good. I win my fight. I look good. These guys talk about they looking for opponents. These guys don't have definitive dates. Let's fight.
Do you fear that you it's a potential that you could be moving Jalil too fast, very similar to the way Vargas was moved? Some would say that Antonio, and Vargas, the Vargas boy, the father, he kind of was moved real fast, and he got those big fights too early, and they kind of like destroyed him. Do you feel that Jalil could be being moved too fast in the future, or what do you think about that?
I would say this. If he's moved with a commonality of logic, it's not too fast. Like I said before you asked the question, we're not saying we looking for a fight with the Charlos, Earl Spence, Bud Crawford. Those are the guys of the era in front of us. Let them clear their own business out. That ain't what we looking for. The fights that we want is the fights of our era.
Right.
Xander and Jill are the same age. They were in the amateurs together. That's our era. Yoenis Tellez, he's 24 years old.
Yeah.
That's our era.
Yeah.
Yoelvis Gomez, he's our era. Arbus, even though he's 30, I think 31, he's not exposed to the point or been in there with the competition level where we can put him outside of our era. So he's also our era. These are the fights that we're looking for. When you look at the Charlos, when you look at the Bud Crawfords, the Earl Spencers, those guys have done what they've done in this sport. They're 35 and over. If they stick around the sport, they not. Bud Crawford is not looking to fight Xander Zayas. It's just from a financial standpoint, none of us bring the type of money that this man want to get. Canelo Alvarez is not looking to fight Emilio Vargas. So we're keeping it in our era. We want to fight the best of our era, which will be the best fights that people want to see. Why we got to wait till they 30 when these guys are already in the spotlight, they sell tickets and they have names where they can fight each other names.
Dude, your next fight is in Vegas. Floyd there. Do you plan on seeing Floyd Mayweather or Leonard Ellerbe while you're in Vegas?
Man, to be honest with you, me and Leonard, we still talk a lot. Leonard's my guy. Yeah. My son has the relationship with Floyd, not me. That I always let people know I'm not the atypical dad that every time my son run up and a celebrity person is talking to him, I got to be standing there. No, he's a grown man. My son's 22 years old. I don't want to stand there while you talking to somebody.
What if you're all in the videos?
You don't see me jumping in every picture with my son. I don't want to be in every picture. He's a grown man. If you develop a relationship with somebody, they're not saying, let me call your dad first to see if we can talk. These not minors. This not a 40-year-old man trying to date a 10-year-old kid. I don't do that to my son. I don't do that for my son. They ask him a question, be like, let me answer this before your son. This is what we want. Nah, he got a mouth.
So hold on. I got a good one. I want to pivot a little bit. Now, what if I told you that your son, let's say he's further along in his career and your son is a champion and your son is in the process of fighting a guy who was trained by Floyd Mayweather Sr. and Jr., who was trained by the legendary R.I.P. Mike McCallum, who was trained by Sugar Shane Mosley. And he's fought the Lomachenkos, he's fought the Regis Prograis, he's fought the Jorge Linares and the Jojo Diaz's and the Jose Ramirez's, and your son hasn't fought anyone on that level and had that Hall of Fame like training yet. would you be willing to put your son in the ring with someone of that caliber?
Most definitely. Why not? My son a fighter. My son a fighter. Let me say this. If I wasn't willing to do it, I know my son. My son, he's not disrespectful in public. We don't have that.
Yeah.
But he would be like, hey, Dad, can I fight? That's the first thing he asked me, can I fight? I'm going to tell him, yeah. He said, can you train? I'm going to tell him, yeah. He said, so why we not fighting them? Because at the end of the day, they're trainers. They're fighters. We got to fight. That's just how his mentality works. If anybody go back and look at his videos before he even turned pro, when he said he was turning pro, he said, let me tell you up front, I'm not telling you I'm going to finish my career undefeated. I'm telling you I'm going to give you the best fight I can every time I get in the ring.
And you know what? It's the mentality, and I think that's what separate the diva era, which I think is kind of like passing by now. It's going away, but you know the mentality is different, and I talk about that all the time. I'm like, man, you can't be comparing yourself to the Four Kings if you ain't doing what the Four Kings did or making an attempt to do that. You know, it just like they didn't become
you gotta fight them.
They didn't become the Four Kings just because it's a nice name. It was what they did in the ring, who they did it against, when they fought them, would show that what it was. Those four guys were some mean rattlesnakes. The four Kings were some mean rattlesnakes, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying?
And they sort out the fights with each other.
Yeah.
It wasn't one person chasing one. They all chased each other.
Yeah.
And the fight didn't happen when they was 37. These fights happened when they was in their 20s. That's
20s.
what made them kings.
Yeah,
That's what made them kings.
Sugar Ray fought what Benitez, but I think when he was 22 or something, like 21 or something like that. Yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard did not have to fight Roberto Duran. When the first time they fought, Ray was young. Ray didn't have to fight him.
Yeah.
But guess what? Ray said, I'm great. I'm chasing greatness.
Yeah.
When he lost, it didn't change the aura of Ray Leonard. He came right back and he beat him in a rematch.
And made him quit.
Roberto Duran. Yeah. I mean, I think now the promoters are starting to realize these young fighters, when they calling each other out, they're not calling each other out just to say it. They really will fight each other.
Yeah.
And they can't stand in the way saying we're gonna let the fight build up. The fight ain't got to build up. These kids want to fight. They want to make great fights. I know for a fact if the opportunity arose and Jaleel and Xander are face to face and somebody said, hey, would y'all fight? Both of them would look at each other and say, yes, we would. The only people standing in ways of fights like that are promoters. And that's why I'm happy with the Turk. The Turk said, I want to make the best fights. He want to make the best fights. And if that's one of the best fights that he thinks is out there to make, then they could be made. The fans determine what the best fights are with the Turk. The media, you all control the narrative of what's the best fight. If people like you, Neil City, and the other ones, if they're saying, hey, we don't want to see Xander get thrown in the ring with Bud Crawford. We don't want to see that. We want to see this young lion put in there with another young lion. Put him in there with Jermell Hackett.
Yeah, no, you're right about that, because like those guys like the Crawfords, the Spences, the Charlos, those guys have been boxing for 17 and 18 years.
Correct.
Jermell Charlo turned pro 2007. Terrence Crawford and turned pro 2008.
Thank you.
So those guys have been, and I think a lot of us don't look at it. I'm like, these dudes been boxing 17, 18 years. Canelo been boxing for 20 years, since 2005. I'm saying as a pro. And when I say boxing, I mean pro.
That's what we're talking about as a pro.
Yeah.
When you throw their amateur life in there, they've been boxing as amateurs and pros longer than Jaleel and Xander been alive.
Yeah.
So when you talk about throw him in there, he a champion, put him in that fight. Why?
Yeah.
Why does that make sense? Give them sensible fights. If it's your mandatory situation, you got to deal with your mandatory situation. Respect the game. But if it's not your mandatory situation, why would you? It don't make sense. In the future, I Brian Norman, my guy, him and his dad, my guy, we talk like we really cool. we always talk. We talk in the future. He say, boy, look, at some point they're gonna be in the same weight class. That's the fight. That's a phone call make.
Yeah.
That's a phone call make. Make the number. Oh, they were saying both sides make the number right.
Yeah.
That's all we saying.
Yeah.
In the same situation with Xander. If the promoter say, hey, We gonna offer Xander $3 million. We gonna offer Jaleel 1.8. Conversation over. Let's take it. If we want $10 million, we better fight and make that an epic battle. So the promoters got to dig in their pocket and put a rematch on.
Right.
That's what we got to look at in boxing. The boxing public is starting to realize if everybody stay undefeated, that means they're not fighting each other.
They're not fighting each other.
The wool been pulled from over their eyes. Oh, he undefeated.
Yeah.
But they both in the same weight class. They both undefeated. Make them fight.
Yeah. And see, that's what I'm saying. And that's what we talk about over here. It's like, okay, man, if this guy's what you say he is, I'm like, why they ain't fighting each other? I don't want to hear no fan bases coming out, putting their fight in the witness protection program saying, well, he don't need to fight him and he just clout chasing and this and that. And,
why don't he need to fight him?
Yes.
Why don't he? Sugar Ray Leonard for Wilford Benitez.
Yeah, he does.
Sugar Ray Leonard didn't have to take that fight. Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns did not have to fight each other. They fought each other multiple times.
And matter of fact, they was undefeated. I think Hearns was undefeated, if I'm not mistaken.
They
at
were.
the time. Both of them. Yeah.
So once again, them dudes looked at boxing like these young dudes look at it. I want to prove I'm the best. I don't want to say I'm the best. I want to prove it. So if that's the era, I want this era to whistle by. Let the Charlo, Canelo, Crawford, Spence, let that era go by. Yeah. And this era right here of young fighters, the Vargases, the Abdullah Masons, all of the young fighters, that era is going to usher in mega fight.
Yeah, you know what?
Usher back in real mega fight.
Well, listen, I got a couple of more for you. Eddie Hearn, how was Eddie Hearn treating you?
Nah, Eddie Hearns was good. You will not hear me badmouth that Eddie Hearns team. I think it was 2 days after my son got the loss in Puerto Rico. They was calling. They said, Jaleel, what do you want to do? I wanted to go to 54. Jaleel said, I want the rematch first. I said, Jaleel, you told me you was going. He said, I'm not leaving that undone. When they said that, Eddie didn't wait long. Eddie got that thing right back in there. Eddie, Kevin, his team, they got it right back in there. I got all respect to them. I got all respect to them. They've never done anything but offer Jaleel the best opportunity. They did not force us to do anything. They offered us the peak fight for the WBA title. That was after they offered us two other guys. They said, hey, Jaleel, you want an introduction to Matchroom? Said, I want no introduction. People already know me. I've been fighting. So that Eddie Hearns team, let me be honest with you. In a perfect world, and me just looking at the fights going around, not talking to Turk or Eddie, any of them, Jaleel will be with Matchroom, and if the guy willing, when the Turks say, hey, Shaw, do we want you to step to one of these big cards? Then that's what we're going to do. One thing I've taught my son is the people who have been loyal to you, you be loyal in return. Floyd was loyal to us. My son has a relationship with Floyd. They will always have their relationship. Matchroom, Kevin Rooney, that whole team over there, they stay in contact with us. They checked on him when he got injured. They doing what they supposed to do to cultivate friendships and brand friendships. So for us, it wasn't no issue. Floyd called my son after he won the WBA Continental title. He called him after he won the WCU title. Floyd and Leonard called him. So those guys, like I said, if you play the game with respect and you act and carry yourself in accord as a gentleman and a man, other men and gentlemen will respect you for that. But when you go around here doing underhanded, cutthroat stuff just to get yourself ahead, what I call prostituting yourself, no man going to respect the prostitute because she's going to do what she want to do for money.
Yeah, I see. I understand exactly what you're saying. Canelo Crawford. In 2 weeks, your son is fighting. What's your prediction for your son fight?
I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm glad they gave us Elijah. Elijah really want to fight my son. His energy has been proving that. But I think that we'll get a stoppage, maybe round 6 or 7. Get a stoppage.
Is it a 10-rounder or 8-rounder?
This is an 8. So I think we'll get that.
Canelo Crawford. This is a big jump. This is a big jump for Bud. A lot of people, some people got him. Some people like, look, man, it's just a little bit too much for you. I told him, I said, look, man, the hungriest dog gonna get the steak. And I also told Bud Crawford, I'm sharing this with you. I ain't told nobody this, but he knows. I say, look, man, everything is impossible until somebody does it.
Correct.
You know, so and then when somebody does the impossible, then everybody knows that it can be done. You know, there was a time where, you know, no one thought that the 100-yard dash can be ran in 10 seconds or less than 10 seconds until somebody did it. So
100%.
But this a hell of a task here. So what you think about this fight? How you see this fight playing out?
I've always been a fan and a lover of Canelo. I think Canelo had a storybook life that was unpredictable. You know, he's rivaling the great Julio Cesar Chavez as a Mexican idol. And to do that amongst the Mexican fighters that have fought over the years, that shows that he's done something big. Mm-hmm. He showed other young fighters that you could be young and matriculate up. He showed fighters you could take a loss, you could have a draw, and that doesn't define your career. But in this fight, for me, just looking at it, take the fan part out, I think that Bud Crawford has everything that I saw his toughest fight. Canelo's toughest fight to me was Eslande Lara. I thought Lara won that fight. But Bud, in my opinion, can do everything Lara can do, plus some. And I think that plus some is the thing that's going to be the thing that will get Bud to win. And that plus some also has to do with the fact that Floyd, people want to say he wasn't the biggest puncher in the world, even though I think he was because he had 50% knockouts. Mm. When you think about it, he had enough power to keep Canelo at bay and in check, but he had the boxing ability to outbox him. And I think that's what's going to happen with this fight. I think Bud Crawford has the boxing ability from southpaw and orthodox to outbox him, and he has enough power to keep Canelo respectable to not just dive in. And if it plays out like that, if it goes 12, I have Bud Crawford winning. I have Bud Crawford winning if it's 12. If it's a knockout, I lean towards Canelo, but I do have Bud having the ability to knock him out. If it's Canelo, I got it in a 11th round knockout. If it's Bud Crawford, I have it either by 8th round knockout or 12th round decision.
What I like about these two fights right here is both of these guys, like you said, came from nothing. Canelo, I think it was like he had a bunch of siblings or something of that sort. He turned pro at 15 years old. He's 35 right now currently. He's been boxing for 20 years. I think he might have almost 70 fights so far as a career. Storybook ending, 9-figure net worth. You know, you couldn't write a better script, you know.
Nope. Not one bit.
And then from someone like a Bud Crawford, you know, kind of like a castaway. We heard the story. I just spoke to his mom today, Miss Deborah. Shout out to Miss Deborah. You know, about how she used to pay dudes, try to pay kids $10 to fight her son to beat him. And he was whipping them. And, you know, he's from Omaha, Nebraska. You know, they called him the children of the corn and all that stuff there. He's not the most liked fighter from a popularity standpoint, you know, but boxing pugilists like yourself, you know, you guys like him. You like both fighters, but I'm just saying you understand, you know, the skills and stuff like that. So may the best man win.
Don't forget he got shot in the head. Crawford got shot in the head.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that is true. That's a tough motherfucker, that man. So
yeah, he a rattlesnake. I call him that all the time. I say, man, he got that rattlesnake in him. Yeah. And one thing people know about rattlesnakes, a baby rattlesnake can kill you. Yeah. One bite can kill you. And he has the what I call the moxie to where if I'm hated, if I'm hating him, I'm even more irritated. I'm better. When he got on that stage for the weigh-in against Earl Spence and they was playing the Mr. Carter, you saw a level of confidence that wasn't arrogant. It was like, you all don't know what I'm about to do.
Yeah. Brian Norman Jr. and Devin the Dream Haney. I gotta ask you this. I hear, I interviewed Bill Haney and I spoke to him and stuff like that. And what keeps coming back to my mind is, Bill said recently on Twitter that, hey, too fast. His son is too strong, too smart, too big, stuff like that. And November the 22nd, they're going to see. And I thought about okay, the experience, because I hear a lot of Devin Haney fans, a good portion of them, they say, well, look, Devin Haney, look at his resume. Brian Norman Jr. haven't fought the level of competition that Devin Haney's fought. Devin Haney has fought Vasil Lomachenko and he beat him. He's fought Regis Prograis and he beat him. He's fought George Kambosos right after he beat Teofimo Lopez and he beat him. He's fought Jorge Linares, Jojo Diaz, Jose Ramirez. He's fought all of these top level guys, champions and former champions. Brian Norman Jr. Hasn't fought those guys. But to put the cherry on top of the cake, Devin Haney has been trained by Mike McCallum early in his career. He's been trained by Floyd Mayweather Sr. and Jr. He's been trained by Yoel Judah and Zab Judah's father. He's been trained by Sugar Shane Mosley. So he got a little bit of that sugar in him. You know what I mean? So that combined with his experience, does Brian Norman Jr. have a chance?
Let me say this. I give Bill and Devin the blues. Everybody know it, but I will say this. I thought when Devin beat Kambosos, I thought Bill Haney should have been coach of the year that year because he went to his country twice and beat him.
Yeah.
I think Devin as a fighter, he got a lion's heart. Like the boy, you could say he can't punch.
Yeah.
You could say he's not really strong. He ain't the biggest dude, but he will bark and jump off the porch.
Yeah.
He'll bark and jump off the porch. So I can't never count him out. But I've shared the ring with Brian Norman. My son and him sparred. They got a lot of rounds in. They some of the most humble and respectful dudes. But what I will say, I asked my son, I say, bro, what you think? He said, I think Brian got crack. And if Brian got the crack that he needs for that fight, Devin ain't gonna bust a plastic bag with a stick pin. I don't know how he doesn't get to him. Now, I think Brian, man, people don't realize Brian one of them rough wrestling type dudes, man.
Yeah.
So if Devin getting into that rough wrestling stuff, he ain't doing nothing but feeding into Brian. Hey, Brian, a big strong country boy. When him and Jaleel sparred, man, Brian would grab, tussle, and that was part of the plan.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I'm hurt, I'm gonna do it. So if Devin get to doing that outside linebacker strong safety move he do when he tackle you around the hip, that might be feeding into Brian's hand. That might be feeding in his hand. And I'm gonna tell you, this the crazy part. I'm gonna tell you what this fight gonna come down to, in my opinion. If they got a small ring, Brian Norman gonna walk him. He gonna stop him. If they got a big ring, Devin gonna pile up a shitload of points and just try and hold on to get to the finish line.
So
the ring size is gonna determine who win that fight.
But has Brian Norman, it appears that he's become a better fighter his past 3-4 fights. I'm like, man, you look different from when you first started out fighting. Now it seems like things are a lot more calculated, and it do appear that's what people say. People say that, hey, you know what? Devin Haney fans, Devin Haney has the better footwork. He has a superior jab. Bill say he has the best jab in boxing, the best feet in boxing, and stuff like that. And I picked Brian Norman to win, and the reason why I say that, there's two reasons why I'm picking him. I think the hungriest dog is going to get the steak. And
I agree.
I think Deb is, he's living the high life. He's living well. He's making money. He's this, he's that. And Brian Norman is hearing this. Well, I can't box. I'm just strong. I ain't got no footwork. I can't cut the ring off. I don't have no jab. And I think he's waking up every day to that one. So I think that's motivating him. But two, something telling me that this boxing match between them is going to come down to a fight. And if it comes down to a fight, I got Brian Norman Jr. 7 days a week and twice on Sunday. I just think that it's going to come down to a fight. If it's a pure boxing match where Devin Haney can dictate everything, the movement, the angles, the jab and stuff, yeah, Devin's going to run away with it. But I just think that dude is so hungry. I just think that he gonna impose his will. He gonna make it a fight. I believe. And
that's what I think. That's what I think the whole process is going to be. I think he knows that if I go in there and control the mental range, then I can beat him. But if I let Devin control and dictate the mental range, you're right. Devin gonna put on the boxing clinic. But if he's not allowed to control that, and Brian doesn't have the style that says I'm gonna let you control the middle range.
Yeah.
People say Brian got better over the last 4 fights. only thing that Brian has that's not as well as Devin, Brian doesn't have the social media team that Devin had. We watch Devin's father. No, and I'm not taking a shot at him.
No, that's true. That's true, though. That's true.
Devin's father orchestrated the concept we had in our mind of Devin. Yeah. He orchestrated that. If we do the reverse on the orchestration, was Devin an Olympic hopeful in amateurs?
No.
Hell no.
No.
Was Devin ever the man at any weight class amongst elite fighters?
No.
Hell no.
No.
His father was smart enough to get Devin in front of the logic. Hey, son, we not that elite dude, but guess how I can make you elite? If I can take you to Mexico and handpick every fighter, if I can keep you in Floyd's gym and people associate you with Floyd when you show the shoulder roll. Yeah. Bill himself said it years ago. Most of the time you see Devin sparring, he getting out on somebody. That's when he getting out on an amateur. You ain't never seen Devin get out on no top elite guy in sparring?
I don't know. I don't know. They say he put hands and foot on tape. That's what they say.
Man, listen here. I ain't talking about what they say. Well, I'm not talking about what they say. I'm talking about what we know. We have never known Devin to hang his foot in no elite guy that's on a pro level and spawn. Those be amateurs he doing that to. If you ask top pros, and we not say ask because they've already said it themselves, they said Jalil bring that paint. Like you spar with him, he gonna bring it. Nobody's ever said that about Devin. They say Devin's a great boxer. So what happens when boxing won't work? Yeah. When Devin tried to compare himself to Floyd, when Devin tried to compare himself to Sugar Ray Leonard, them dudes had natural dog in them to the point where shit get tough, they dogged it out. How many? Do you think if you put Devin in the same situation Floyd was in, when Floyd paid his $1 million to get away from Top Rank and to fight Oscar De La Hoya, do you think Devin has the mental wherewithal to have come through that without getting knocked out by Oscar, who was the man at the time? Hell no. Do you think if Devin Haney, comparing to Sugar Ray Leonard, if he would have had to fight Tommy Hearns with his eyes shut, do you think Devin would have been able to walk him down and pull that off? Hell no. That's not a shot at Devin, because Devin is a great fighter. But when you talk about how it was done, you only praise Devin because his association with Floyd. If he was never associated with Floyd, Devin was out of a gym that had some good fighters but no great fighters. Do you think Devin would have got the play that he got? Come on, let's keep it real. Devin wouldn't have got the play.
So Bill did and I called it. That's why I called it the master. Bill did a masterful job from a marketing standpoint. He worked the media so well from a PR. He got Devin Haney got the cosign for Floyd Mayweather Sr. Well, I've got the video where Floyd say, if this here gonna be the next Floyd, my son, this gonna be the next Floyd Mayweather Jr. right here, Devin Haney. So he got that cosign. That's on video. But then I don't know. I hear what you're saying, but his style is Floyd mixed with a little bit of Sugar Shane, mixed with Zab Judah, mixed with Mike. Well, he got trained with Mike McCallum, but I don't see no Mike McCallum in him at all. I don't see none of that in him. But you get what I'm saying, though. He got all of that.
I give it to him. I don't take that from Devin. But at the end of the day, when have you seen any of the one attribute all them dudes had in common? When you heard him say, like we heard him say in Sugar Ray's corner, "You're blowing it, baby. You're blowing it. You gotta go get it." And what did Ray do? Ray went and go get it. Yeah. Ray went and got it. When Floyd said, "I said yes to everything to De La Hoya. If De La Hoya would have had his way, he would have put me in De La Hoya short." Yeah. That's the same situation. He went and got it. When you name Mike McCallum the body snatcher, when it was time to go get it, his reputation said it all. He go get it. We have yet to see Devin have to go get it. When he had to go get it, we've always said, well, he's sort of. Nah, come on, man. Yeah. Come on. Now it's a fight where he has to go get it. If he go get it against Brian Norman, however he wins, because I don't think he can beat him, all praise to Devin.
Yeah.
All praise to Devin. I want Devin to always continue his career. I respect what him and his father did. Like I said, that year that he beat I went overseas and beat Cambosis, he should have been fighter of the year. Easy, hands down, he should have been fighter of the year. He went over there twice and beat him. His father should have been coach of the year and manager of the year. But the only thing he has that if I had to take something from Bill and add to what my son has, It's Bill had the wherewithal and mental understanding to make him a social media star.
Yeah.
Everything else is falling out. See, people don't understand this. When you a social media star, promoters are more adapt to put you in the fights that are beneficial because, once again, you are the star level on that side.
Yeah.
I don't take Devin's star away. Devin is a star. You can't knock it. Devin's a star. But once again, if you gave Brian Norman, if you gave Jaleel, all of those pieces, you're not seeing the evolution of Brian Norman. Brian Norman been that way.
Yeah.
We just starting to see him.
Starting to see him now. I
I
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, because we wasn't really paying him any attention. We was paying attention to the guys who have the social media backing and the popularity. But now the spotlight is on Brian Norman, and now it seemed new to everybody else. But you like, no, he's already been there.
That. Yeah. He been that. This boy, we're not going to discredit the fact that he went and did rounds with Bud Crawford. We're not going to discredit the fact he did rounds with Jerron Ennis. We're not going to discredit the fact that he did rounds with Jaleel. All of them rounds that they did, guess what they all got in common? The Normans went on the road, so they have no problem fighting in your backyard.
Mm. Yeah.
So if that's the case, we got to look at the whole picture of it. Don't get caught with the glimmer, because if you wipe the glimmer off, it's just copper.
It's a fake diamond. You think you bought a real diamond? You don't bought a lab grown diamond. Cuban zirconia. They tell it.
That's what it is.
You got all this ice, baby. You got this ice.
But Mac, I'm gonna say this. This gonna really trip you out. Devin has the ability to create a situation of 4 kings. Why? Yeah. Because Devin is actually rather young in comparison to Shakur and the Tanks in front of him.
Yeah.
Devin is actually chasing bigger weights. Yeah. Don't be surprised Devin moved to 54. Can you imagine? Once again, for me, I look at this. Devin, Brian Norman, Jaleel, and Xander. All 4 guys who will fight each other.
Yeah.
Can you imagine all 4 of them at 54? They gonna fight, all of them gonna fight each other. And Devin got the body frame to get to 54.
Yeah.
Brian Norman has the size and power to get to 54. Xander's at 54. Jaleel's at 54. So those are 4 kings right there, and people don't even realize that they all will fight each other. Bill and Devin, they'll fight anybody. I say that all the time. Yeah. They'll fight anybody. Yeah. I've never said anything different. I know Xander. Shaw, they'll fight anybody. He got a great team with him. They'll fight anybody. Brian Norman, same with him. Will fight anybody. Jaleel will fight anybody. So if you know all 4 of them will fight anybody, all you got to do is get them respectable numbers. None of them dudes saying it'll take 6 million for us to fight. Nah, just give them respectable numbers.
Yeah.
Just give respectable numbers, because they all going to fight each other. They all going to fight each other. So they going to get paid. In order to be a king and in order to get paid, you got to fight each other. Unless you figure out how to get 20 million on social media just for talking about each other. If you figure that out, let me know, because we're going to just talk about people. At the end of the day, we'll see you throw hands. At the end of the day, we'll see you throw hands. Man, Jaleel will knock Xander out. Xander don't got no need to fight Jaleel. He ain't nobody. Ain't nobody made a dime off of that.
We gotta get popping on social media. All right, y'all heard it. What we gotta do, we gotta get popping on social media now.
Yeah, we got to. Look, we gonna make Malachi the king of the social media for the fighters who don't have no social media people. Look, we gonna get that done, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Only you and Mill City till fighters face to face with each other online. Y'all the only 2 to do it. Y'all, hey man, why y'all ain't fighting each other?
Yeah.
Y'all put it face to face. Y'all not aligned with a certain fighter, so you got to give his narrative and you got to give his narrative. Nah. Y'all saying, why y'all don't fight? Jaleel win this fight against this young boy Elijah. You can call me anytime. You know, we already said 3 people we want to fight.
Yes,
Elvis Gomez, Albus, and Xander Zayas. Any one of them 3, why y'all ain't fighting? We gonna fight. We gonna fight. We ain't looking to stick up the bank in one fight. We want to keep going to the teller machine. So we want to keep going back.
All right, well, Bernard, man, I really appreciate you, brother, man, for taking the time out, man. I'm gonna see you in 2 weeks, man, in Vegas, man.
Man, appreciate you. Appreciate all your listeners, man. You have a good one, Coach.
Yes, sir. You too. Hey, shout out to Bernard. This is Bernard Hackett, man. Jaleel Hackett father, man. I appreciate it, man. That was that was a good convo. That was a good conversation right there, man. Hey, I really enjoyed that. You know, hey, I really enjoyed that. That was a good conversation right there, man. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Look, Jaleel Hackett. No, Jaleel. Shit. Hey, like I said, Jaleel, like what? 6'1", 6'2". That's a tall young man there, boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look here, man. Telling y'all right now. You know, I was trained by Hog Head Cheese, Pork Chop Willie, Shouty Big Nuts, Hobo Sam, and Chico Stick. Those are my trainers, my 5 trainers. I know the 5 styles of boxing plus 2. The 2 that I learned from Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee's cousin, neighbor, nephew on his auntie side. Anybody want the smoke can get it. Sign the contract. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Take whatever we give you. You get what I'm saying? I'm the A side. You on the wrong side of the street. We're talking about streets. Hey, nigga, when they talk about streets and lifting weights. Now, wait a minute, what the streets and weights got to do? Lifting weights got to do with boxing? Now, see, my fighter doing the heavy lifting. They would talk about who doing the heavy lifting and streets. You know what, dog? I just want to see a fight, dog. You know, I just want to see a fight, dog. Y'all, you talking about heavy lifting the streets and all that stuff. That's fine. That's good. And then what that got to do with the fight? Hey, shout out to PD Russell. Hey, PD Russell. Shout out to Just a Guy. PD Russell in the building. What? Okay, I get that. I get that. You talking about streets? Okay, you talking about streets? All right, check this out, fam. Fam, you talking about streets and lifting weights. All right, what the streets and lifting weights got to do with y'all fighting each other? Well, my fight really ain't got to fight him because, you know, it's about putting butts in seats. And how many tickets your fight is selling? And boxing is a business. You know, see, that's the thing. You don't know nothing about the business of boxing. Sir, if you knew you got a net worth of 2 figures, but you talking about business. True. You the last nigga that should be talking about some business. If you was really focusing on business like you supposed to, you'll have some money in your pocket.
You sound like a bitch. Bitch. Man, I ain't worried about jail. Shit, man, I don't give a damn about going to jail. Nigga, take me to jail. Take me to jail. Shit, lock me up. Lock me up. Throw away the key. Throw away the key.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, he right about that though, about the social media. Hey, listen, bro. See, I know because I do this every day, right? I'm telling you, I do this every day, right? The social media thing, it is true too. It is true now. If you get, bro, once you get popping, see, bro, y'all been following me for a little bit, and I've been telling y'all, I say, bro, you gotta have a social media presence. If you're a fighter and you don't know how to articulate and talk for yourself, you gotta have somebody like myself. I'm very, very good with words. I talk a whole lot of shit. I know how to get people emotionally invested, whether they gonna love you, whether they gonna hate you. I promise you, when I finish, they gonna be paying attention to you. So however it gonna go down, you get what I'm saying. Now, you know, we might have to, you know, run out of the building, you know, if we somewhere, you know what I mean? Well, I'm gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I'm gonna get it cracking for you now. I'm gonna get it cracking for you. And I'm like, these dudes don't understand the importance of that. Like, you literally are taking the power away from the promoter. And it's like, dude, you can promote yourself. That's what I will say about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is making big money in boxing, not because of his boxing skills. He making big money in boxing because he popping on social media. Ryan Garcia is more influencer and boxer. So he kind of like influencer and boxer because he ain't accomplished nothing in boxing. You know, I'm just being honest with you. But you know, he got the, you know, like Tank finna fight Jake Paul, right, in the exhibition. Well, he don't have the exhibition about already. He fought Ryan Garcia. He hit him with a rematch. He hit him with a rehydration clause, hit him with a catch weight. You know, he had spies in the camp. He had spies in the camp telling them that Ryan Garcia had a hurt rib and all that stuff there. He infiltrated the camp. So, they had no stuck the bag up, and they was able to get that TikTok, Tank already got to have his fan base. But then with him fighting Ryan Garcia, he was able to get the TikTok and Instagram fan base as well, and all of the gamers and the streamers. So because he got the gamers and the streamers, he got that streaming world. That's the casuals. You get what I'm saying? That's the casuals. So that's the casuals. So we already got that. So it's like bam. So it's all about matchmaking. Now, as I said before, what did Leonard Ellaby? What did Leonard Ellaby say? What did Leonard Ellaby say? You know what I mean? What Leonard Ellaby said this. It's about putting butts in seats. Shout out to Miss Black Panther. Shout out to Kendall Price. Shout out to T Culture. Salute, brother. It's a G5 from the Bronx. It's about putting butts in seats. So I want y'all to focus on that. If it's about putting butts in seats, it don't matter how we get the butts in the seats. What matters is as long as we get them there. Do you get what I'm saying?
And who's the next big star under Mayweather Promotions? Ooh, we have quite a few young guns, as I say, and I don't want to leave any names out, but we have a great roster of young talent, and we've been very selective about what we're doing, again, because when you have, an abundance of fighters, it's hard to kind of focus on. When a big fight is to be made, it has to make sense for both sides. No promoter or company is going to put their guy in an event with everything to lose and nothing to gain, especially when we talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Interesting.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, you ain't fighting the best. Yeah, but I'm putting butts in seats. Yeah, man, but you ain't fighting the top dudes. Them dudes ain't the top dudes. They ain't fighting them dudes ain't the top dudes. What they bringing to the table? Yeah, yeah, man, but you ain't fighting the other champion. Man, don't you know I made $10 million my last fight? You know what I mean? I'm the cash cow. I'm the face of boxing. Bro. So it's like this. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, you know what? You gotta build a social media following. I'm telling y'all, I don't know what day it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be a fighter that's gonna be smart enough to hire me to be their PR. And I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it's going. Hey, shout out to Tila, shout out to Kendall. What's going on, fam? Somebody gonna hire me to be their PR. Say, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna get that call one day. I don't know what day it's gonna be. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from? Yeah, man. Yeah, what's going on? Must be the coach. Yeah, that's him. Hey, Bob, you on the phone? What? I say, Bob, are you on the phone? Yes, Al, I'm on the phone. Who is this? Yeah, I got this nigga on Coach Malachi on the phone on three-way. Hey, listen, Coach, check it out. Yeah, Al, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? What's that? Bob, what's going on with you, baby? Yeah, what's going on, Coach? What is it? No, what you mean? What is it? I didn't call you, Bob. They call y'all call me. Anyway, but back to what I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead, Al. Yeah, listen, man. We got a couple fighters. This social media era shit ain't popping. I got a couple fighters. We trying to get them popping right now. Shake like booty meat over here. We're on our last leg. What we need to do, right? We need those skills. To come out here and do what you do, talk that talk. We got a fight coming up, but ain't nobody talking about it. Is there any way that you can, we'll shoot you a couple dollars on the low. You know what I mean? We need you to come out here and promote, speak for our fighter. The nigga don't know how to talk. The nigga be mumbling and shit. We need somebody to get everybody excited. What? Bob, I ain't saying nothing to you, Bob. I'm talking to Coach. Okay, let me know you want me to talk. Bob, what's up, baby? You got anybody over there? You want me to hype up for you? Who is this kid? Who's this kid? Who's this kid? This is dumb. I don't know this kid. Who is this guy, Coach Malachi? Do you guys know who he is? Oh, you do? Oh, he's really good at what he does, huh? Well, I'm not paying. You know I'm cheap. I'm not paying a lot of money. If you want me to hire him, one of you guys are fired. One of you guys got to leave. He can take your job. You ain't doing nothing anyways. You get out of the way. I tell you what, coach, come over here. We're gonna put your Them niggas they better hit me up. I'm trying to tell you that. They better hit me up because the price, the price going up. The price going up, I'm telling you now. Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't saying
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. Can I tell you something?
Money, you know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Yeah, you got that right, nigga. Hey, Jamie say, coach ready to go to work. Yeah, guess what? And I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I don't want all you Dr. Umar niggas out there, all you cold niggas. I'm telling you right now. And them good white folks call me right now, and they say, Coach, we got 6 figures for you, baby. Hey, shout out to Kendall Price. We got 6 figures for you, baby. Look here, we need you to come over here, man, and make it do what it do. I'm going to work. True. I'm like, look here, man. 6 figures, okay. So you talking about 250, 250,000? That what you talking about? Hold on. Wait a minute, nigga. Now you asked for too goddamn much. Now we say no 250,000. We said 6 figures. Okay, well we can negotiate. It's negotiable. So what you talking about? If you ain't talking about 250, what you talking about? We were talking more like 100. 100. I made that last year. Look here, man. Okay, well, 200, 150. All right, deal. Deal. We negotiated. You know, we went from. You get what I'm saying? Deal. We the deal. Okay. I said I started out at 250. He wanted 100. You know what I mean? I went down to 2. He said 150. I said okay, cool. We can work with that. We'll start out. We'll start out at 150. We'll do that. I ain't gonna try to hit him across the head. You get what I'm saying? But we'll do that. Telling you right now. Guess what? I don't want to hear that shit by coach ain't on cold. I ain't trying to hear that cold shit. Nigga, I'm finna go get this money. True. The nigga got a job for the white man will tell me I ain't on cold. Nigga, don't you work for the white man too? Ain't you work? Who you work for, fam? Who you work for? Listen, okay, come on. Who you working for, fam? I ain't trying to run that shit on me, nigga. I'm finna go get this motherfucker. I'm finna go get this money. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Shit, nigga, I ain't all that motherfucking broke ass shit, nigga. You living with your baby mama right now. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Nigga, Dr. Umar panhandling. Nigga, I ain't trying to panhandle. What y'all want a nigga to panhandle? Yo, you know, Dr. Umar panhandling, so, you know, begging, asking niggas for money. Y'all want somebody to panhandle, huh? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all want somebody to panhandle?
I got a new program coming out for the ladies. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. I said we got a new program called Lunch with Dr. Umar. Private lunch. Ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500. You don't pay for the lunch. I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes. Brothers, don't hate. We got to stop hating. Brothers, we got to stop hating. Don't hate, my ninja, because if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your baby mom, do she want that luncheon with the doctor, we know what she gonna say, ninja. Don't test my intellectual gangster. If I roll up on your girlfriend, your live-in prisoner, you call a girlfriend. If I roll up on your live-in prisoner, your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend, who ain't there because she want to be, she there because she got to be. If I roll up on your romantic prisoner, my brother, if I roll up on your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend who living with you because she got to, not because she want to. Do she want that lunch date with the doctor? Do your wifey want that lunch date with the doctor? I think we all know the answer to that. Me and you are not the same. I keep telling you that. Me and you, we not the same. You not 6'3", dark chestnut cocoa brown with the North Philly beard. You ain't Leo King, Ninja. You ain't Pan-Africanist #1. Nobody flying you to every continent to hear what you got to say. Only me. Don't make me take my t-shirt off and turn into King Kong right now. Don't make me beat my chest. Don't make me beat my chest. King Kong. Stop playing. Yo, shout for season, man. Shout for season, man.
Yo, I'm trying to do this.
Yeah, nigga. I mean, this is broke nigga logic. So let me get this straight. If I get a job for the white man, I'm selling out my people. But if I actually rob my people, scam my people for money, I'm not selling out. Make it make sense.
True.
Conscious nigga logic. This would have happened with a nigga. This would have happened with a nigga. When he gets some of that pseudoscience. When he gets some of that pseudoscience in him. When he's pseudoscience smart and he think he learned something and he telling you, yeah, dog, you selling out your own kind by getting a job. Okay, but me scamming my own kind, lying to them, scamming them out of all of their money and spending it, blowing it on everything other than what I said it was gonna do. That's not selling out to people. Oh, wait a minute, now that's different, That's different. So let me get this straight. Me getting the job to provide for me and my family is going against the code. But me coming up with a scheme to steal money from my people in the name of a con and scam, that's being on code. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, man. Yeah, this shit too easy. This shit too easy. This shit too easy. This shit like taking candy from a baby. Nigga, I'm a prince. I'm a broke prince. I ain't got no money, and I'm begging. I'm a broke prince. I ain't got no money, and I'm begging. On cold like a motherfucker. True. Them niggas better come over. Them niggas better come over here with that shit with me, boy. I'm telling you, boy, this is too easy. I've been doing this shit a long time, dog. Since 1992. You do the math. That's 33 years. I've been doing this shit a long time, dog. A long time. I don't study with all of them. I don't did it for a long time, bro. This is too easy. It's too easy, dog. Especially right now in the internet era. It's too easy. This is too easy. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying this. Listen. I'm telling you, it's too easy.
Donations. Gifts. More gifts.
Gifts. More gifts. Donations. Let's give a shout out to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
He said, I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy. To all of my brothers and sisters out there that's in love and want to be booed up with your boo like LMA, this song is dedicated to you.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
You know know, and since we are having financial troubles, we need the money. You know, our people have been coming up short with the money. You get what I'm saying? We're going to have to make an amendment. We're going to have to make an amendment to the Constitution of Pan-Africanism. You know what I mean? We're going to have to make an amendment to the Constitution of Pan-Africanism, and we are going to have to allow snow bunnies to be a part of the congregation because they got good credit and money so that they can help us accomplish our goal.
See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of free. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. Snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love. Been party by the night. See your eyes shine. She's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of free. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. Snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love. Been party by the night. See your eyes shine. She's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light, so she's my sweet dust of free. Talk to my nose, this love has got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. Snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth so feel. No, that's next to the law. With my snow bunny love. Been party by the night.
You know, we got some of that Pan-African pimping. We got some of that Pan-African pimping going on. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, shout out to H-Town. H-Town T. Shout out to Ricky. Shout out to Ricky. The one, Mr. Ham. OBW Stretch. Man, shout out to Bernard Hackett, man, for calling the show, man. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Summer in November. It's always summer in November. Shout out to Hollow Davis. MPR. Mr. Ruben Allen. Shout out to Just a Guy. G5 from the Bronx. IBS. Shout out to Pauline. Can't forget about Cooker with Sir Senior. Shout out to Gold Rush. Mr. Kendall Price in the building. Who else we got, man? Shout out to Schoolo X-Man. Shout out to who else we got? Jamie from New York. MB813. Shout out to Carrie Pete. Shout out to all of the Pan-Africans out there, fam. We trying to get back to Zamunda. Wakanda is not for sale. Right now, we gonna do this in the name of our ancestors. Shout out to Tila. I don't know what ancestors Dr. Umar talking about. He must be talking about the ancestors of scamming. Shout out to Daniel Agnew. KTX. Shout out to Ricky. G5 from the Bronx. Omaha Stand Up. Shout out to Tila. Miss Black Panther. Shot School Hands. Shout out to Falcon Media. And we're going to give everybody else a shout out right after these messages. If you're watching the show, please hit the like button. If you're watching the show on a smart TV, please open up the YouTube app in your cell phone and you can subscribe from your cell phone. There is no option to do it from a smart TV, not from what I see. So open up your phone, subscribe to the channel, and hit the like button. Y'all do that for the old boy. I will give everybody else a shout out right after these messages. Yeah, man. Shout out to La Jessica. IBS in the building. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Hey, when you see me smiling like this, boy, I'm feeling good.
The stickiest of the icky. You want to smoke with the old boy Rick James?
The only thing make you smile like this when I hit the bong today. I hit the bong like 10 minutes before the show started. I hit the bong, dog. You know, I got a bong where you put some ice in it. You put some water and you put some ice in it. And, you know, it hit different with the ice. When you got the ice water in there with the ice cubes in there, it hit different, bro. I'm telling you, you know what I mean? So just feel real good. I'm just feeling real good right now, man. You know, I feel like I'm a multi-millionaire, even though I'm the opposite of a multi-millionaire. But I feel like I'm a multi-millionaire. You know, the weed just make it, you know, when you hit it out of the bong, it just make it feel some type of way. But I tell you what, I got more than the 2-figure nigga. You can believe that. True. Yeah, nigga ain't got 2 quarters to rub together, but he want to sit here arguing with me all day. Man, I ain't finna be arguing with you all goddamn day, dude. Oh, 2 quarters in the pocket ass nigga want to sit there and argue with me all goddamn day. Nigga, for what? We ain't got nothing to talk about. You get what I'm saying? You know, we ain't got a goddamn thing to talk about. Hey, what to say? Laylo say, Coach, have you tried them dabs? Oh, absolutely. Oh, bro, hey, fam, absolutely. Yeah, man, bro. I'm talking about I had the resin. Oh, absolutely, fam. Absolutely. Yeah, I had a dab, man. I'm talking about, man, shit, I was, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to try the dabs, man. Yeah, shit, I ain't, man, that dab, shit, I had a gram. That shit lasted me an entire, a whole year. A year. You get what I'm saying? But I catch you guys on the next one, man. Y'all know what time it TI is, man. I catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. 2 weeks we gonna be in Vegas, baby. Smoking some of the stickiest of the icky. True. Believe that.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.